Broad 2023 with special appearances by former Journey singer Steve Augeri, Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, plus special guests Night Ranger and Jefferson Starship. Saturday, July 23rd, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Tickets on sale Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Party Gras 2023, part of the Mattress Warehouse Concert Series, produced by Live Nation.
Hey, it's John Kincaid. College Ave Student Loans, it's the hookup. If you're high school seniors looking for college scholarships, College Ave is here for you. They're giving away $1,000 to a new family every single month. So go to collegeave.com/college to enter. It's fast, it's easy, and it could have a big impact on your college costs. College Ave wants to help you live stress-free and breathe easier. So don't miss out on your chance for $1,000 at collegeave.com/college. No purchase necessary to enter or win. See official rules for details.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
If there's one thing Philly fans love as much as their teams, it's their food. And Philly's favorite place to watch their teams while eating their favorite food is Nick's Roast Beef on Woodhaven Road, home to Philly's favorite roast beef. Nick's Roast Beef on Woodhaven Road also has a huge 25-foot TV, plus 30 more TVs throughout the restaurant. Don't forget, $15 domestic beer buckets, 50-cent wings whenever the Birds play, and lots of parking. They can even cater your next event. Nick's Roast Beef on Woodhaven Road. Online at nicksrbwoodhaven.com. More than just roast beef.
I know this, the BetPARKS app gives me so many ways that I can wager on my favorite teams. It's right there in the palm of my hand. It adds a little extra juice when maybe you're not as interested in some of the regular season action. You can use the individual player performances to really cash in. Do you think you know your local hoops? Well, if you do, bet on who's going to get the rebounds, the assists, or the points. Bundle them all up. You can get a same-game, in-game parlay. It's amazing. BetPARKS app has so many things you can use. Doctor's offices, how about $1 blackjack? It's a good way to pass the time and to make some extra cash. I love the live in-game wagering, too, where if I come into a game late and I've got a good feeling for it, I can put a couple bucks down on it and I can still be a winner. New users get up to $750 in sportsbook bonus back if their first bet isn't a winner. You must be 21 and present in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. See BetPARKS.com for full terms and conditions. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz?
Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Go, Cuz. How you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Ray rocked the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Happy Wednesday, December 7th to all across the Delaware Valley. It is a red December. Yes, a red December as the Phillies moves keep on happening. All right, well, first we want to say good morning from the Riverwinds Restaurant. Beautiful Riverwinds Restaurant right here in West Effort. Right on the water, or right on the river. Dynamite. It's our Feast of the Seven Fishes today, so we're all going to be hanging out and afterwards and having some incredible food, a feast, and some wine. Be a nice day right here at Riverwoods Restaurant. But the Phillies just keep on surprising us and making great moves. I love it. I love Taijuan Walker. I think that's a great move. Because here's the thing. I was expecting Jamison Taillon, who, he's one of those dudes. He's like a Gibby. A little bit better, maybe, than a Gibby. He's a 5, right? He'll get lit up every once in a while. You try to squeak 5 or 6 out of him. Where Walker's actually good. Like, he's decent. So you get a good rotation guy. All of a sudden you look at the Phillies rotation and, it's good, right? Like Wheeler is your horse, as always. Say what you want about Noah. I know he scuffed a little bit in the playoffs, but you know what? He had a great year, and that's kind of really what you're looking for. You got Ranger, who was money in the playoffs and who was ice. And you throw Walker in there, and then you got the young phenom coming up. I mean, that's a strong rotation. You're coming back with, your two big, horses in the bullpen. You got to get one more piece, but guess what? I mean, this team is a good team, and once again, you start to kind of size them up, and let's go. Look, you're rolling with Turner and Schwarber and Bryce. I mean, this is a team that's going to hit. It's got a good lineup, good balance between youth. You got some speed. You got all kinds of power, right? You got some good pitching. I mean, this is going to be a fun season. And I like it. I mean, I just think the baseball renaissance is back. And it's going to be it's a red Christmas and a red and green Christmas. I mean, it is great because the colors of Christmas are alive and well between the Phillies and the 11-1 Birds. And we won't lose 11-1 Birds today because I got to think for my man, DeCunis, because forever he has said that the Giants are his number one rival. Not the Cowboys. No, it's not Dallas. It's the Giants. I hate the Giants.
Screw the Giants.
All right, that's what he says. That wasn't him. That was a recording. And I hate the Giants. Just what he said. I hate the Giants. And I think he's full of it because the Eagles are playing the Giants Sunday. I haven't heard a peep out of them about that. All day I was waiting for it. I tested him. He didn't even know I was testing him. Not one peep yesterday about the Giants. In fact, he brought up the Cowboys on Monday. He didn't even touch the Giants. And all you guys go, the Giants are the number one. The Giants are not the number one rival. The Giants are a geographic rival because of New York, and we hate New York, and we have a rivalry with New York. And that's what it is. It's not the blood hate the way Dallas is. And I think that Tunis proved it by not even bringing up the Giants. He didn't even care about the Giants. Even on all of our phone, we talk 10 times a day. All right? I talked to Tunis more than I talked to my wife. And he goes, well, we talk Phillies, we talk burgers, like we'll talk beer, whatever it is. He didn't say even peep about no Giants. Good morning, Tunis.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is still the quarterback of that team.
So what? If you hate them, the way you hate them, you should be, we got this Giants week.
Well, let's
They
not
didn't even say nothing about that.
Let's not lie and say the last couple of years, the Eagles-Cowboys week. You remember the days of, we got to get this former player on. We got to get this former player on. That's been dead. Now it's different this year. Now that the Eagles and Cowboys are two of the top two teams. Obviously, the Eagles are the top team in the NFC. So when two teams are good, it changes a little bit. Daniel Jones is an absolute joke. But that rivalry will be renewed with Brian Daboll as the head coach, so it's going to get heated up. But yeah, man, look, I know that fan base-wise, the Cowboys are the number one team, but me personally, I grew up in a time where the Giants won 2 Super Bowls. And I was freaking jealous, man.
Yeah, come on,
bro. The Eagles get to 4 straight NFC championship games and come away with zilch. The Giants win 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, they won his wild card. So,
okay, it's going to piss me off.
Especially when it was fluky. But you don't hate them. You don't hate them. You hate Dallas more than you hate the Giants. You might have been jealous, but you didn't go, it's Giants week.
Yeah, because it's nothing with Daniel Jones.
That doesn't mean anything. Because when
I still hate that damn jersey, that stupid NYG.
When the Cowboys are good, when the Cowboys are bad, you still go, it's Dallas week. It's always been Dallas week. You're wrong,
when
bro.
the Cowboys aren't good, I'm not going, we got to get on Michael Irvin. To talk about what?
Dude, Dallas week has been a thing forever. It's Dallas week. There's no such thing as Giants week.
There was no such thing as Dallas week earlier this year with Cooper Rush.
Dude,
nobody was fired up for that.
Yes, they were. And there were way more. They were looking to beat them. And there were way more looking to beat them. And you prove my point. You don't hate the Giants as much as you hate the Cowboys.
I do hate the Giants. It's the number one hate for me when it comes to the Eagles because of those two damn Super Bowls
it's not.
and all the rivalry that was going on.
That's a silly way of looking at it.
Well, it's just like the Phillies and Mets thing, right? Like, I know that the Phillies and Mets are not actually the number one rivalry.
Fans, what do you mean? That is the number one rivalry.
We've had this conversation before. The Braves were the team that were always the ones that were winning.
The Met fans are scoundrels. They are. They're skivos, Met fans. They are. They're skeeves. They really are. That's who they are. Dirtballs, the Met fans. And they come out and they come down here. That's a rivalry. That's a true rival. I agree. They're bigger than the Braves. I agree with that. But not the Giants. Giants, it's Cowboys,
It still bothers me. I drove the other day. I was driving over the Walt-Whitman Bridge. No, I was on the phone with you. I told you. I said, ew, that guy's got a Giants bumper sticker. And I flipped them off.
You wouldn't have even brought up the Giants. I didn't tell you I was going to do this. And you didn't even.
That's fine.
You didn't even.
You were Daniel Jones. He's a bum.
Come on. If you hate the team, you would go in on the hate.
Yeah, and I'm ready to hate him on Sunday, but right now I don't. It's indifferent.
You hate the Cowboys
Such
more.
a fake team this year.
You hate the Cowboys.
They just tied with the Commanders. It's stupid. I'm not getting all riled up right now about the Giants.
All right, cuz. All right, I know what you really want to talk about. How about Taiwan, brother?
Dude, I can't believe that they landed him. I really can't. All of a sudden, I get the alert late last night that they signed Taiwan Walker, and I'm going, hold on a second. Like, let me make sure this is the real accounts and all that kind of stuff. Dude, look, I'm a baseball fan. I love the Phillies. I have not been shy about saying the Mets had the best rotation the last couple of years in Major League Baseball. Obviously, Jacob deGrom being hurt all the time kind of hurts them in that, but with deGrom and Scherzer and Bassett and Carrasco, Taiwan Walker was their fifth starter.
Yeah.
He's a 2 on a bad team, maybe a 3 on a good team, but on a team like the Mets, he was the fifth starter. It's going to be like that here. He's the fourth guy in the rotation for this team. So I'd imagine Rangers your 3. To have that as your fourth option is ridiculous. You think of the 4s. In the history, right? You mentioned Gibson. He was the 4 on this team's rotation. You think about Joe Blanton. Like, Taiwan Walker's better than Joe Blanton, and he was the 4 in the rotation the year they won the World Series.
Dude, way better than Joe Blanton.
And so it's not 4 aces, right? He's not Oswalt. But, I mean, for this team with this lineup, all you need is a guy like him, and I don't want to say all you need, kind of just say like he's not that great. No, he's a low 3 ERA guy. I mean, that's perfect. I was not even thinking Walker. Like, when they signed him, I was like, what? Wait a minute, that's a great move.
Great move.
I'm fired up about it. I mean, it's like you said,
it's a red December.
Red December, man. I'm ready to go. That's the flu shot arm. It feels great. My man like stabbed me yesterday.
Oh, you got the shot yesterday?
Yeah, but
I know I'm supposed
to. Dude,
I gotta get it.
It was like he went like this, and then it didn't go in all the way, so he had to like jab deep. I'm like, yo,
really?
bro, like, come on.
Really? Why'd you go to CVS?
I went to a spot.
Where'd you go?
I went to the Target CVS.
Oh, you went to a Target.
CVS, and the guy jabbed me and kept digging. I'm like, yo,
I gotta get that thing.
And
that
he's saying,
shot, and the other one was
don't tense your arm, loosen your arm. I'm like, well, I mean, it's kind of hard not to when you're put a dagger in me.
Yeah, really.
Damn it. But no, I'm fine. Yeah, dude, it's a red December. It's okay.
I didn't know you got jabbed.
Crying on the inside. It's a red December, man, and I'm fired up for it. I can't wait. I keep on looking at the spring training. Right? We're going down with Philly Sports Trips March 10th. Like, we're going to go see 2 games, see Trey Turner. I mean, and here's the thing.
Trey Turner.
They're going to miss Bryce Harper.
The last time I was in spring training? Could it be? I had to have been there before. The last time I was probably there after like 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. But I remember being just thrilled. I was down there in 11.
Oh, my God.
Before with the Aces.
Yeah.
And all of them spoke.
Imagine. Yeah.
They had the 4 and Blanton up there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome. And I feel the same way. The Phillies are back.
Yeah, the Phillies are back, man, and they're going to obviously miss Bryce Harper. That's not something that we're going to, they're fine without him. But this team
but
is
he's going to be out for, what? Maybe
he'll probably be
2
back
months?
in June.
Yeah.
But look at how good this team is. They'll be able to win games. And you saw it just last year. When Bryce Harper got hurt.
Yeah, Schwarber
And JT, was hitting like 350 during his time
Yeah,
out.
that's right, because JT was having a scuffle in the year.
And then all of a sudden he heats up when Harper goes down. And now you're starting the season, but you got better than where you were when Harper first got hurt by acquiring Trey Turner.
Yeah.
And now you're going to be above 500 come June. And then Harper comes in.
Can I ask you a question since we're talking about the Bryce thing and the injury?
Mm-hmm.
I never understood where people were going, well, the Bryce injury is going to change the way the Phillies approached free agency. It's like, well, why?
Who's saying that?
Oh, my God. I heard it all over. I heard it on our station. I heard it nationally.
And what did it change? What were they going to do?
I know.
Not acquire Trey Turner
and the whole thing
for 11 years?
And the whole thing I kept saying is, he's out for a couple months. He's not going to be out for the year. You're not going to go spend money because he's out for a couple months? You're still going to be. It's baseball.
And by the way, it's an 11-year contract.
Yeah.
You didn't sign Trey Turner to a 1-year deal for $50 million. You signed him to 11 years, $300.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Even if Harper was done for the year,
right?
You have Turner for another 10.
Nah, dude.
What are we talking about?
Dude, then next year, look, it's on. They're in every year to go try to win a World Series. That's it.
Yeah. And again, credit to Dave Dombrowski. We've given a lot of flowers to Howie in the way that he's built the team with the Eagles, right? A little bit different with baseball and luxury tax that you can go into it. There's not a hard cap. But I got to give Dave Dombrowski credit because you lock up Schwarber for 4 years, Castellanos for 5 years, and hopefully he turns things around. You now have a core here for a couple of years.
I agree.
A legit core. You're going to lose probably Reese Hoskins.
Listen, he's got a good gig because he's got an owner
who wants to spend.
that comes in with both hands. I mean, and listen, Dave's done a great job, so whatever. But the real credit
it's to John Middleton.
Goes to the owner because the owner goes, I'm in. I want to do it. So he spent $300 million.
Yeah.
I mean, the baseball salary. So it was funny. I got a buddy of mine, Vinny, right? And Vinny texts when the Phillies signed Turner, and Vinny texts me and says, "Why don't he just go buy a replica commissioner's trophy? It'll be a lot cheaper." And I was like, "Oh, dude, why?"
So we're still complaining.
Well, no, listen, that's Vinny, right? I was just like, why would you, so what? He's like, well, you're spending $1 billion on 3 players.
Okay.
Well, I don't care. It's not my money.
Not my money.
Right? That's
called J.G. Wentworth.
And that is baseball. That's baseball. That's the nature of the sport.
I mean,
the economics are out of whack. Whatever.
Look at the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Look at this Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
The Aaron Judge.
9 years, close to $400 million.
They just upped it.
Oh, did they?
They
really?
just upped it. I just saw that the Yankees upped it. Where was it? Oh, my God. Here it is. Yeah, 9 years, $360 now. $360.
Over 9 years.
300.
You got Trey Turner 11 for 3. It's crazy. Now, obviously, it's Aaron Judge, but
right.
But that's how much.
Plus, they can't lose him.
No, all that talk about the Giants. He probably met Gabe Kapler and was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good."
Yeah, the Giants. I know.
Hi, Aaron.
You're presenting beautifully.
You want to chew on steak and spit it out?
We can glisten it together in spring training.
He's probably, hey, Brian Cashman, bring me back.
Who's the third team? There's a third team. He's narrowed it down to Padres, too.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's going to go back to the Yankees. He's going back to the Yankees.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to lose him. They're going to go, whatever it is, we're not going to lose him. I got to tell you, this day, and we're going to reflect back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always a good day to reflect.
I like reflecting.
As we go back to, this is the holidays. we got a couple weeks left, and then we shut down and celebrate the year. So I want to reflect a little bit on where we're at.
Okay.
And we're going to reflect on all the teams.
Oh, so it's not going to be all happy and dandy.
Well, I mean, for the most part, I mean, two of them are.
Yes.
I do have a Sixer thing because we have been – it's come up over the last couple weeks, really, since the beginning of the season. We got a bad attitude when it comes to the Sixers.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it's not warranted, right? Like, I'm not chastising anybody for feeling the way they do because it's been a long slog. It really has. I get it. Because it's not about just this year. It's about, Ben Simmons and it's Jimmy Butler and all the,
Horford.
All that stuff. I mean, it's been a long slog. I completely understand it.
The one game of bully ball.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's been
nurturing.
It's been a long time.
Faults.
However, I listen. I got the one thing that I truly believe in my heart is that basketball, first of all, especially when you have veterans, that the season, it really doesn't get, especially when you have guys that are hurt. Mm-hmm. Like Harden being hurt a handful of games into the season was a big deal. Like, I just don't think you can write them off completely because because they look bad for a handful of games. You got to let Harden come back. You got to get them sea legs. Listen, I'm not telling you, oh, my God, it's a lock. They're going to get it's NBA Finals. They need to do that. But I think it's foolish to just write them off. And we do it like we're just tired of them. And that's the sense I get. And I don't think it's right to do that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of enough is enough. But it is also the notion of get to the playoffs and let me see what you got. Because the Sixers could go on a 15-game win streak, and people are still going to say, and I will too. We'll say play the song and all that, but in the end, it'll be all right. But it's great and all. Get out of the second round.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I think that mindset is the way that it is. It's been 21 years since they got out of the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah,
and this team,
believe me, I understand it, but my basketball senses, tell me like you just gotta allow them some sort of time. Listen, I don't have the faith in Doc Rivers either, so right. I hear you, but I need to allow it to happen or not happen, right? I gotta believe that they gotta play together. Harden. I mean, Harden came here with the perfect attitude. You sat there, right next to me when I'm talking to him, and he's got the good attitude.
And then unfortunately gets hurt very early on. I get it, but
and then you got to be able to, those guys got to get in tune together. You got to you have a new bench, you got a new starter. That stuff takes time.
Yeah, and then you hear the coach saying we're working on the zone, and then a player say we're not working on the zone.
Dude, I hear you. I mean,
what?
I hear you. I don't know what I have no answer for that. My only point to you is, we're before Christmas. The unofficial start of the NBA season is Christmas Day, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
So, my point is,
I'm just scarred from Brett Brown saying, "Let me get to Christmas."
I know, but why are we so quick? Man, you sound like your father right now. But why?
They're bums.
Yeah. Why
I get paid all this money for what?
Why are we?
By the way, happy birthday to my father.
Ah, Mr. Chunas.
Mr. Chunas.
Happy birthday, Mr. Chunas. No, I mean, why are we so quick to just want to kick him out the door? Like, I mean, listen, nothing's going to change. So if they come up short, then we react to it. But I don't want to just take it for granted that they're going to come up short. I don't want to do that. I mean, it just ruins my whole winter before we get to the Phillies.
That's a good cup of coffee.
It is a good cup of coffee.
It's a good cup of coffee.
I know.
My breakfast.
All right.
There you go, cuz. There you go.
Breakfast.
I ordered for the Tunis. Yeah. I go, and my man here, who I know he loves to have his breakfast every day.
I'm a big breakfast man, yeah.
Yeah. I go, my man here is hungry. Do you mind? Like, oh, no, we'll whip something because they're great here at River Winds.
Of course.
But
I love it here, dude. It's such a nice spot.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
And it's a great event.
So we're having our Feast of the Seven Fishes, and we're going to have some fun today and reflect, talk sports, just revel and the whole thing. And I want to hear about your own family traditions, too, when it comes to the holidays.
Okay.
All right? I want to get into that. All right, guys, listen, losing weight, let's talk about it. With NJ Diet, it's contractually guaranteed that you'll lose weight. But here's the real deal. When you talk about losing weight, it helps your overall health. It helps your numbers. It helps your organs. It's a lot of stress in the organs when you're carrying a lot of extra weight. It also will help increase testosterone levels, which can resolve issues like low libido and ED. See, with NJ Diet, it only takes 40 days to lose a contractually 20 to 40-plus pounds. Weight loss is, again, contractually guaranteed. NJ Diet uses your hair, saliva, and blood work to personalize natural formulas and supplements where the side effect is weight loss. Lose 20 to 40-plus pounds, guaranteed. NJ Diet, all natural. There's no shots and no hormones and no counting the points and no prepackaged foods. Ew. No surgery. All right? None of that stuff. Schedule an initial consult at one of their convenient locations. You have Cherry Hill, King of Prussia, Newark, Delaware, or from the comfort of your home with live online video consultations. No matter how much weight you need to lose, NJ Diet's for you. Don't wait for your doctor to give you the bad news, then try to figure it out. Stay ahead of your health by calling 855-5NJ-DIET, 855-5NJ-DIET, or visit NJDiet.com. That's NJDiet.com, and lose the weight for good.
Fanatic Sports.
Another new member of the Phillies. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the Beast Chip Randa, owner of Tonelli's Pizza Pub, the finest pizza, wings, cheesesteaks, and hoagies in the universe. The Phillies are not done. We all said that they needed another pitcher because Zach Eflin and Kyle Gibson both left to free agency. Well, they acquired another good arm yesterday. Taijuan Walker signs a 4-year deal with the Phillies. This team is just looking fantastic. We're excited to talk about it with Charlie Manuel today at 11:30. The Eagles, of course, are 11-1, getting set to take on those hated New York Giants. And hear from the head coach today at 12:30. This update is also brought to you by NJ Transit. You'll be dashing through with savings this holiday season. When you buy one, gift one from NJ Transit. For details, visit njtransit.com/holiday. Keep it locked in the Fanatic for all of latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Gary Barbera's Big Finish event is a bumper-to-bumper total clearance. We got the car with the biggest, baddest, deepest December discounts. New cars up to 10 grand off. Inventory's flying, because with Barbera's 0 down and no payments for 3 whole months, you need nothing. That's why Birds coach Nick picks Barbera.
Boy, I guess. Philadelphia's Credit Connection.
Instant credit, 0 down, no payments. New cars up to 10 grand off. Hello. Gary Barbera's blowing out the bargains, along with a generous donation to the U.S. Marines Toys for Tots. Everything's included, even the kitchen sink. But if you miss it, you're walking.
Cost Barbera Care. 10K off on stock number 22C1014. While supplies last. 0 down and no payments for 90 days for well-qualified buyers on select vehicles. All offers plus tax tags and 422 doc. Expires January 2nd, 2023.
Follow that band to Barbera's biggest ever year-end clearance, where all we do is discount Dodges, Chryslers, Rams, and Jeeps, even cheaper.
This is Coach Sirianni. Is Barbera the best?
0 down, no payments.
Boy, I guess. Go Birds!
Window Nation is spreading holiday cheer with 0% interest for 5 full years. So inflation's escalating, costs are going up, rates are rising, and Window Nation is going to save you thousands with 60 months of no interest payments. And that's in addition to Window Nation's amazing buy 2, get 2 free savings. You get both if you call Window Nation now. We're facing the highest energy costs in over 25 years. Your bill could be as much as 28% more than it was last year. So why don't you cut your energy use by up to 30%? And increase your home's value. Make 0 interest payments for 5 full years. Plus, get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy with no limit. Window Nation's precision installation, they're going to lock out the cold and keep your energy bills lower. And with no interest for 60 months, you're going to have extra cash for your holiday shopping. So call Window Nation today at 866-90Nation or go online to windownation.com. Get no interest for 5 full years and 2 windows free for every 2 that you buy. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com.
This time of year, everyone's excited about the gifts, the holiday spirit, but what about all the basketball? When I throw down, well, on the NBA action, it's got to be with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can bet just $5 pre-game money line on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets if they do. Plus, everyone can combine multiple bets for a bigger payout with DraftKings same-game parlays. I love these. These are my favorites from Moneyline, point spread, over-unders, points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. I get involved, and I have pretty good success with my same-game parlays, no matter the legs on the entire parlay. And allow me to give you a little tip. Philadelphia will be home for a 7-game homestand, and that is certainly one that I am going to keep an eye on as I put together all of these same-game parlays. No planes, no buses, no trains. I think they're going to do pretty well back here in Philadelphia. You can do the same by downloading the app now to get in on the holiday hoops action. Sign up with code FANATIC. Place a $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA team to win and get $150 in free bets if they do. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code FANATIC. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus issued as free bets. Eligibility and terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms in partnership with Hollywood Casino at the Meadows. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey guys, you've heard me rave about the all-new Sin City Cabaret. It's not just the biggest and best-looking club in Philly, but they also always have something going on besides what's happening on stage, of course. At Sin City, they don't just celebrate Xmas, they're celebrating Triple Xmas with their second annual Triple Xmas Ugly Sweater Party on Thursday, December 15th. The ugliest sweater will walk away with $1,000, and of course, Sin's helpers will be bouncing around giving out Triple Xmas cheer. Sin City is the only place this holiday season where you want to be on the naughty list. Head to sincityphl.com for all the details, or just head to 6130 Passyunk Avenue and tell them Pat sent you.
At the Home Depot, we have plenty of Christmas trees to make your holidays even more magical. Hundreds of full, easy-to-assemble artificial trees that look so real, you may be convinced they actually are. And for those who love that fresh pine smell, we have a parking lot full of fresh-cut trees to call your own. We'll even help you load your tree in the car so you can bring home the holidays. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you 24/7, with supplies and solutions for every industry, and access to product specialists ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Businesses of all types and sizes are saving money with Pico because Pico's got the financial incentives and technical expertise to help you reduce your energy use and to save cash. See how Pico's helping businesses like yours take greater control of their energy costs to improve their bottom line. Simply complete a customer survey on Pico's digital portal and an energy profile. The report will be generated for you, and this profile is going to provide specific recommendation based on your facilities, equipment, and energy use with great ways to save while either maintaining or increasing productivity.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Fast just got a whole lot faster. Xfinity has the fastest internet with up to 6 gig speed. Plus, Xfinity Mobile is the fastest mobile service with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. You heard that right. Xfinity just increased internet speeds again. And Xfinity Mobile gives you can't catch me speeds. The fastest internet, the fastest mobile service, and major savings? Can't argue with the facts. Now through December 21st, new customers can get started with 400 megabit internet for just $30 a month for 2 full years with no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile. Or get $200 back when you upgrade to gig speed. Go to Xfinity.com/faster. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Now, back to the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, 10:30. Look at that. That's nice. That is nice. I feel like I'm in Venice. That's nice.
Right on the water.
I'm going to passeggiata. We hang out. This is our Feast of the Seven Fishes live from Riverwinds Restaurant right on the water. This is beautiful. What a spot. Right on the water. It's a little foggy today.
It is. We were talking about it during the break. There's a boat out there, and it looks ominous because of the fog.
Yeah, the fog. Oh, it was a foggy day, Jonas. My man Jordy chick coming over. Jordan. Hello, Jordan. He lives around here. This is a nice area.
It's a nice spot. I love it back here.
Yeah, right. It's a good spot, man. All right. So today we're doing we do the Feast of Seven Fishes today. And we love that. This is it's so much fun. We're sponsored by Baroni Fini Wine, which is the perfect choice for holiday parties and gifts. You can find it at your favorite wine and spirit store, including Joe Canals, Lawrenceville, Bayreuth, West Deptford, Cheers Wine and Spirit Store in Voorhees, Taunton Forge Liquors in Medford, and the Wine Warehouse in Sicklerville. So you can stock up on your Baroni Fini wine. Jonas, we were talking about these traditions, holiday. Yeah. I love the holiday traditions. Mm-hmm. And, it always brings me back. I always have fond memories. Yeah. Being a kid and, I loved it when the city's all dialed up. It's all in lights. Mm-hmm. And I always had the fond memories of that stuff. We had a caller, because we were talking about Seven Fishes. And we had a caller. Do you remember this guy? Who called up? He said, I have a violation question for you. Cuz, is it a violation? Because he goes to his in-laws for their Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Okay.
And he goes, is it a violation to ask them to change up the menu?
Oh, I do remember this call.
And I'm thinking to myself, it's a tradition.
Yeah.
What the frig? Yes, it's a violation to ask that. It's called a tradition.
And what are you going to do? Like, hey, mother and father-in-law, I know you guys work hard on this every year.
Yeah.
But can you do something different?
Yeah.
Like, yo, dude. Like,
no. How about I would decide, I'd say, get out of here,
let you marry my daughter?
Yeah.
Get out.
I'm going to bury you in the backyard. Creep.
Yeah,
seriously.
Total violation.
It's a total violation.
Man.
Listen, I don't like Thanksgiving food. I'm not big.
Right,
I like turkey, ham, whatever. So if I got to eat leftover soup dumplings or, half a cheesesteak, then it's so be it. Like, you deal with it.
That's part of your tradition.
Whatever. I mean, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to say, hey, change up the menu.
Right.
Tradition. I love, you should have turkey and the ham and all the stuffing and all that stuff. Yeah, the table looks good.
Yeah.
It's tradition.
It's part of the tradition. You don't mess with the tradition.
Yeah, so Christmas Eve, they do the fish. It's Christmas Day, they do the roast or whatever, the ham, whatever it is.
So you do the 7 fishes. We do the 12 dishes.
Well, I was going to ask you.
I believe that's a Catholic thing.
What's your deal?
So we do the 12 dishes, and obviously as years
What's
go
the 12
on,
dishes?
It's just 12 items. 12 items at the table. You have to eat all 12
You
items.
have to eat all 12?
You have to have something of the 12 items, yeah. And, obviously as years go on, you lose people. So, it was always at Grandma's house, who unfortunately passed away.
What was your 12? What are the 12?
So a fish was a big part of it. There was usually close to 7 fishes. I know that
really?
for a fact,
All right.
yeah. But there was a little bit of all kinds of other stuff. And as the years go on, we mix it up a little bit. Like, my brother-in-law is a great cook, and so he kind of mixed it up a little bit. Instead of just the kind of normal fish, he would bring like octopus and do that kind of thing. So he would do it up, and then one year they made crab cakes as part of it, which was great. And then salad counted as a dish, and all that kind of stuff. So appetizer,
sides,
and
right?
Sides, it's all different dishes.
Now, what are your sides?
What's
the tuna sides, the Lithuanian sides?
So we do the cold beets, which is a big part of it. You look like you're fired up about that. Not the soup, but the actual beets itself. That's part of it. The pink stuff, as I said it as a kid, because it's pink.
The beet became like hot for a while.
Yeah,
like 10 years ago, the beet makes a comeback.
But potatoes.
I can do without the beet.
It's a casserole. It's almost like a different Thanksgiving for us because we have so many stuff on the table. And we always try to provide stuff. I'll always stop, I was in Manuel at the time, but I would stop at Samuels and Sons on the way to the house. And
that's my Sammy Brown. Yeah. That's my spot.
So we just made sure that we had 12 dishes, and we are still continuing that. And obviously COVID changed things, and exposures changed things, and death in the family changes things. But we're getting back to it this year. We're going to be going to my parents' house for the Christmas Eve meal, and we're going to do it.
So you're going down to Shore?
Yeah, and we're going to do it up this year. We're going to have 12 dishes because remember last year we had to cancel everything because of the exposure. You had it. Your family was dealing with it. My parents were exposed.
Oh, it was horrible.
Christy
I
was pregnant.
It was hard. Massimo got it.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Like, this is going to sound sappy.
And then we wound up, I hated it. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
We went to dinner.
Did you?
On Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And listen, the dinner was fabulous.
I'm sure it was.
We were at the Grand Cafe. But I don't like going out to eat.
It's not the same.
I can't do the go out to eat thing.
Yeah, and, this is going to sound sappy, but my mom was watching Coop yesterday. She goes, by the way, I don't know, thing to get you for Christmas. So I was like, you know what I honestly want? Just to have a Christmas. Because the last 2 years, 2 years ago, my grandma passed away 6 days before Christmas, right? So, that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
And then last year, everybody was exposed. So there's been a lot going on. So I'm excited to kind of get back to the tradition. So we'll have the 12 dishes. And growing up, we did that at my grandmom's house. And then when they got older, it became more at our house. But my favorite day was Christmas Eve. But then I loved Christmas Day, too, because not even the gift part. We always had a party. It was the after Christmas kind of, everybody settled down. The South Tunis always hosted a party. And as I got older, I got to imbibe a little bit.
When was this? This was after?
Yeah, like 4 o'clock, doors open. On Christmas Day? Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. You had hoops on, so we're all watching the games together.
That's a good, 4 o'clock is a good.
Yeah, because everybody,
Christmas Day?
As the kids, we woke up our parents at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's go open the presents. And 4 o'clock, it's like a whole different day at that point. And so everybody would bring food. It's kind of like a potluck kind of thing.
I like that, yeah.
And everybody brought booze. And I was tell you about it when I was a kid playing sports. My parents became friendly with the other parents. And we kind of made it work where we were always on the same team every single year. I was with my buddy Jack yesterday. And his parents are real tight with my parents. My parents actually hung out with his parents last week. Like, still to this day, they're really tight. And so those parties just got bigger and bigger every single year and more fun, especially for me as I got older because I could start imbibing a little bit. So Christy and I are going to try to bring that back this year. Not Christmas Day because it's Cooper's first Christmas. We just kind of want to enjoy that. But the day after, I already told you about it, day after Christmas, we're going to have a kind of open door thing.
Oh, dude, that's
so we're
fabulous.
bringing traditions back.
So how long are you going to stay down there?
Just Christmas Eve because we want to wake up at the house for Christmas Day. Cooper's first Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Not that he knows what the hell's going on, but
So you're driving back Christmas Eve.
So we're gonna go down the 23rd, and then we'll spend the night. We'll be there Christmas Eve,
and you come back Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So I'm happy to be back to traditions.
You know what? You're so right about that.
COVID screwed everything up, man.
It was horrible, dude. The last holidays, we were all sick.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't.
Omicron.
I did nothing. I mean, we did not. I watched Marvel movies with the boys the whole time.
Yeah, because they were sick. They didn't want to do anything.
Yeah. You know, I have to tell you, though. My favorite, the Christmas is awesome, but I also love New Year's.
Oh, of course.
New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, particularly like the city all like dressed up.
Yeah.
Like South Philly, Christmas Eve. I mean, New Year's Eve, everybody would be outside. Cold, right? Everybody's partying. People are coming in and out of houses.
Yeah.
And it's just, I remember as a kid looking up and, they're shooting guns in the street. They wouldn't be shooting guns in the air. But, it was crazy. Like, it was nuts. And then New Year's Day, they would all, the parade and you went to all these different houses and they would have strombolis and the roast pork and the soup. I mean, it was awesome. Like, and you would go to these different houses and you're sneaking, whatever
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, whatever you get your hands on.
Dude, I remember.
That was the best.
I was a freshman in college, so what would you be, 18,
chasing girls,
19 years old.
New Year's kiss.
So we were up till 6 in the morning. I still remember partying, and I was working at the Bees at the time, 15th and Chestnut.
Yeah.
Eating good in the neighborhood. and I had to work the New Year's Day shift. So, I'm in the city, so a lot of the mummers were coming in, and I had to work the upstairs, and I was banged up still from the previous night.
Dude, that's tough.
To the point where a bartender was like, dude, come over here. And I was 18, 19, so it's not like I could do it in front of people. He pulled me into the back room, poured me a few shots to get me
Hair
back.
the dog.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, God, that was a fun New Year's.
But it was awesome. And then you would have the parade, everybody walking, stopping at people's houses, and you watch the football games.
Yep.
That was the best.
Oh, yeah, man.
Holidays
are
and
great.
even leading up to it, I take the, I wish I could, you got to do this with Coop, because I missed, they're a little older now, but Santa's Village.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Was always the greatest. Used to be, the Macy's, and then you take them
all those stops, yeah.
Yeah, that was always fun. That's the only thing, man. Enjoy, when they're little, it's the best.
Oh, yeah. Christy loves Christmas. I told you this before. I mean, this is her time, right? So she's all fired up. She already got the matching Christmas pajamas.
Oh, it's awesome.
So I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
We got the stock. Coop's got his stocking already.
Yeah.
We got all the stockings hanging. The dog and the cat have a stocking too.
Yeah.
We're all set, man.
Cooch has a stocking.
Yeah, it's great.
He's got his own stocking. I'm with you.
So traditions, we shouldn't mess around with.
Anyway, so you know what? And all the stuff that we're talking about, please, during all of our sports stuff, hit us up with your own family traditions. What do you remember for the holidays? Because we are at our Feast of the Seven Fishes today. But let's get it started as we reflect back. First of all, Phillies, Taijuan Walker. What a move. Jordy, Taijuan Walker.
It's a great move, man.
Love the Phillies.
Put in your ticket now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is going to be incredible. And then, we got our bird stuff, the Giants or the Cowboys, the true rival. I still, Junis didn't.
I know city-wise it's Dallas, but me personally, growing up with the stinking Giants, winning those 2 Super Bowls bugged the crap out of me.
They're playing the Giants this week. I hear
because of Daniel Jones. Who cares? He stinks.
It doesn't matter. First of all,
he's going to throw for 75 yards.
Dude, that's irrelevant, Your Honor. Throw that out. If you hate that team, it doesn't matter.
I'm going to laugh at them this weekend.
And by the way, they're on an uptick, too. Yeah. They got a good coach.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know.
And they're on the uptick. So you should be frothing. I hate that. I want to see them pound the Giants. But no. Because you're truthfully, deep down, it's the Cowboys. No. You hate the Cowboys more. Let's go to Billy. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Bill.
Hey, what's up, cuz?
What's up, Billy?
Hey, brother. I'm sorry. I don't want to bring any bad news. I just, they call me Bad News Billy in my family. Our tradition, there's 14 of us. And in our tradition, every year somebody drops a secret Santa. And we're not talking about presents. We just tell a secret we've never told anybody before around that table about something that happened up until that point within our group. So it's kind of funny. Sometimes it's kind of sad. Sometimes you're mad at your brother because you slept with your girlfriend. It could be anything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, God. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, what else do you do with all those kids? And we grew up, in a 3-bedroom row home. Our parents slept on the couch bed. So when they were done with their night, no matter what we wanted to do, we were going to bed.
Right.
So,
Wow.
So we had a lot of stories.
How many kids, Bill?
There's 14.
4. Jeez. What was that like? That had to be kind of awesome and stressful. But how many bathrooms? 2 bathrooms? 1? 2?
1.5.
Yeah. I was going to say, your father probably put 1 in the basement, a half in the basement. Look at that.
Exactly. So that was just to stay on your tradition topic. But I have to get back into Trey Turner if you just give me a minute.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, no, we got this, like you said, the group locked up for at least a few years of, rise and shine Phillies baseball. However, 2 points to make on him. 1, with him signing and getting a couple other things that we're trying to do to get back to where we just were, is it World Series again or bust with him now on the team and Bryce Harper coming back, around halftime and So that's point one. And point two, I mean, these guys, Aaron Judge is making almost $45 million a year. It's almost $5,000 an hour. What is the return on investments for the Major League Baseball owner per player? I mean, does anyone know what these owners are really making?
Well, again, the real money, the value is in the TV revenue, right? Like that's where it's all about the TV revenue. And
right, but how much are they actually making to give those players that
Here's the old adage. Here's the old adage. If they couldn't afford it, they don't pay it. Right? If the business doesn't warrant it, they don't pay it. The economics work, so they pay it. But as far as your other thing, Bill, I got to ask you.
Got business, and there's a business within a business, and man, it just seems like $5,000 an hour should go to.
I mean, listen, listen, that's sports. I mean, look, it's printing money. But let me ask you this though, because you said something. You said, is it World Series or bust? I mean, obviously it's about a World Series. Obviously you want to try to get back there. It's about contention, right? There's no bust. Right now, as you have it set up, they're a really good team. So it's all about contention, and, you hope you win it.
Yeah, but they really weren't that good a team until the last 25 games of the season.
Nah, I think that they were a good team. I mean, look,
they were good, but telling me, being honest with ourselves as Phillies fans, we limped into that, and we got it rolling.
They did. No question. They definitely built. You're right. Great conversation.
Trey Turner and a couple pitchers confirm that that's all we needed. But
again, look what happened. Right, you evolve as a team. Right, like they were good. Right. I can make the argument they underachieved. That their manager, the other thing, too, is in baseball, even though they had a down stretch, baseball's about the long haul, right? And if you look at it, the minute they got rid of Girardi, from that point on, they played at a 600-plus clip.
Such a good
So
ball.
that tells you that they were a good team, Bill. So I'll dispute that they weren't good, and then it was just a product of last month. Yeah, they limped in, without a doubt. They had a bad stretch.
Yeah.
But prior to that, they were playing at a ridiculous clip. So they're a good team. I mean, that's it. They're a contender. They're right there with the Dodgers and the Braves, right? And the Mets.
I mean the Dodgers,
Padres.
They lost Trey Turner.
Right.
They lost Turner. Phillies game. Now, obviously, the Dodgers are they probably have 8 shortstops that they can call up because they're a ridiculous franchise. But it's also not World Series or bust because the way this team is built. I brought up the contracts already. You still have another 9 years of Harper, 11 of Turner.
Right, you're not going all in.
You're
not the Marlins.
3 of Schwarber.
Right, when the Marlins go all in to try to win a World Series, that was World Series or bust.
Right.
Because then they dismantle it. Phillies aren't going anywhere. They're going to be around for the next 5 years.
Yeah, the only guys you think about after this year losing are – we'll see what they end up doing with Nola because they took the option.
Reese will be gone.
And Reese will be gone.
Yeah.
And I imagine they probably bring Nola back unless he has a disappointing season this year, which he didn't have a disappointing season last year. It was just he came up small in the playoffs. He got Cy Young votes.
Yeah.
He had a great year.
Yeah. Carlo, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Carlo.
What's going on, Ann? How you doing, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. You're gonna be mad at me though.
Why?
I'm calling in, and I hate to agree with Chunas, but I think it maybe is a generational thing too. I'm 29 years old, and my whole life it's just the Cowboys haven't really done anything. And I know the history, and I know the hatred, but from my perspective, it's almost more the hatred of the people who aren't even from Dallas. It's not even about the team, right? It's about these creeps that you always talk about, right? Who grew up in South Jersey and Philadelphia, and I get that. But I know a lot of New Yorkers who I actually know who are New York and are Giants fans. My best friend from college, big Giants fan. 15 years we've been going back and forth every season, and it just kills me. And I hate them. And I woke up every morning this week dreading this game because I feel like the Eagles always play down to their level. And it's a no-lose situation for them, right? Eagles win. It's like, well, you're the best team in the division. We were banged up, Daniel Jones, whatever. But if they, football's so weird. A couple of turnovers.
Yeah.
They drop a game, and then all of a sudden, it's all of these New Yorkers are hitting me up, and the Eagles. You guys thought you had the MVP. I dread the letdown game coming off the best game of the season. I am nervous, and I agree with Chunas because I hate the Giants.
Well, you're legitimate because you said you have a best friend from college who's in New York.
Personal.
Right. So that's why, of course, it's about the fan. First of all, Dallas is easy to hate, right? Because Dallas, to this day, Dallas still gets undue love and praise from the nation, right? Like, nationally speaking, they don't talk about the Giants. They talk about the Cowboys, right? Like, you hear about them. Oh, how about them Cowboys? All that stuff. And then you have all the Cretans that are in our area. So, yeah, it's about the people. I get it for you, for your purposes. I just think Chunas is a fraud when it comes to the Giants.
Wow.
Because what did he say? Did he bring up? Did I miss it? You listened to the show, Carr. Did he say anything about the Giants all week?
I don't need
to.
Well,
he's all Phillied up. That's all.
Yeah, but he didn't say nothing about the Giants. Like, if I hated the Giants with the veracity that he says he does, then Monday morning it's Giants week. Giants week. Doesn't matter.
Daniel Jones week.
Listen, what does that mean?
He stinks. The Eagles are going to walk all over him.
Listen to Carlo. Carlos doesn't have that.
Oh, he's got a beef.
Carlo's worried because Carlo's intense. Every day he wakes up going, they better beat the Giants.
Well,
they better beat the Giants.
We ain't losing.
No, but Carlo.
They just better win.
Carlo's legitimate.
Yeah, because he's always worried.
No,
because I'm not worried means I'm not legitimate.
He's consumed by it. You're not consumed.
Screw the P-men.
Carlo, you're the man, buddy.
All right, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas, Philadelphia.
Oh, come on, you know it's the Cowboys. Stop.
For the city, yeah.
For him, I get it. It's personal. For the city, come on, man.
Yeah, for the city. I told you for the city.
And for you, it's the Cowboys. Because, again, you failed the test. You failed the test. I was waiting for you to come go, it's Giants. Even when we were on the phone, you didn't mention nothing about the Giants. Nothing.
Nothing right
Not
now.
a peep. All I know is, Jordy.
Let's do it.
If you hated the Giants, like the veracity that Judah says he does, worse than anybody, wouldn't you wake up Monday, Tuesday and go, yo, it's Giants week.
I'm not worried about
they better
rivalries right
blast
now.
them.
Come on, man.
See that?
Stack the box. Stop
Listen to
Barkley.
Jordy. He knows. He's
Stop
right.
Barkley. Screw Penn State, and then beat Daniel Jones.
610. You're right, Jordy. 610-632. Sorry.
That's okay. It's been like 4 in a row. I just let it go at this point. It's good. It's good for me.
The problem is we're sitting at a table, and he's right next to me, so I give him my love taps.
It's great because you keep hitting the spot perfectly, too. You're not off by a little bit.
Like the knuckle. Right?
Yeah, no, it's good. Keep it going.
Knuckle.
Yeah, pain is good.
It's good for you. 610-632-0975 is how you join us. We're live at Riverwind. Jeremy's got a Phillies and a Christmas tradition. I love it.
I got the vault. Very random today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love it.
Got some birthdays.
Nice.
All kinds of stuff.
I love a vault. We love the vault. Yep, that's coming up as well. Lots to do. Cuz Radio with the Tunas live from the fabulous Riverwinds restaurant right here in West Deptford, right on the water, right on the river. Beautiful, foggy. I love the fog rolls into the water, the river. Come on, Tunas. I can see you. It reminds me of that guy who told me about the Eagles. I was on the other side.
That's right.
I was across the bridge on the other side, right on the river, and it was foggy like this, except it was nighttime. And the old man wearing the green Eagles satin jacket and the Jeff cap with the drinker's nose.
After you have a couple of Baroni Fini wines today, you can go out there yourself.
I'm not going to look for him. Where are you at, Seamus? Let me tell you about my man. Let's go Bagster, because I love the Bagster. The Bagster bag, a 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag. You can find it at Home Depot and Lowe's and local hardware stores. Oh, man, you kidding me? For $29.99. The beauty of the Bagster is it's on demand. It's literally a bag, all right? So you go to the Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever you go, and you see it, and it's it's by itself, and it's in like a box, and there's a bunch of Bagsters in there, and you go, this is it? Because that was my first reaction way back when I started. I grab it, and I bring it home, and I unfold it, and I filled it with all the junk that I accrued, right? All the stuff we were cleaning out the basement. We had a flood, and we were cleaning out the basement, the whole thing. And it was so easy, and it holds 3,300 pounds of waste. I mean, it's got the strength of the metal dumpster, but it's nothing. And you know what? You call Waste Management, they come get it. They work at your leisure. It's perfect. The bags, they're bag. Go to thebagster.com. They got all the details. Anthony Gargano telling you, clean it up this December with the Bagster. Dumpster in the bag.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Eagles getting set. I'm Andrew Saltunis, and this update is brought to you by Chickies and Pizza in Malvern. Grab lunch with the cuz and myself, the Tunis. This and every Friday at Chickies and Pizza in Malvern. That's lunch with the cuz and myself, the Tunis. Chickies and Pizza in Malvern. This and every Friday. We've got a dial tone going on right now.
Here, not with us.
Just want to hang up on that. There you go. Thank you. The Eagles, of course, getting set for those hated Giants this week, Ant. Eagles will be traveling to MetLife to take on the G-Men. Eagles are 11-1 on the season. Head coach Nick Sirianni will speak to the media today at 12:30. You can listen live right here in the Fanatic. But, of course, we got the Phillies as well. A day after they signed Trey Turner, they signed Taijuan Walker. So we get to talk to the skip, Charlie Manuel, today at 11:30. This update is also brought to you by TeethKeepers.com. Dental and vision plans for everyone starting at under $8 a month at TeethKeepers.com. Go to TeethKeepers.com and enroll today. I'm Andrew Saltunis, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. FanDuel Casino is giving you a free chance to spin and win today and every day. Introducing FanDuel Casino Reward Machine, a free-to-play game giving you a shot to win up to $2,000 in casino bonus every day. It brings you all the excitement of playing FanDuel Casino games for free. Every day at 6 p.m., you get 3 chances to spin the Reward Machine reels. There are 3 ways to win. 1, match any 3 symbols for an instant win. 2, collect symbols each day for a chance to win weekly prizes. Or 3, win up to $2,000 if you collect 3 trophies. So what are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Casino app by going to FanDuel.com/Bob and start playing Reward Machine today. That's FanDuel.com/Bob.
21 plus and present in PA. Bonus issue as non-withdrawable casino-only site credit that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG.
It's not often that you hear about esports in Africa. This week, it was announced that Cassava and Play First will be launching the continent's largest esports tournament ever. During November 18th through the 26th, teams can compete in the mobile game Thetan Arena for both cash and NFT prizes. Teams will play through the heat stages before entering a knockout round, while the whole tournament will be commentated by some of Africa's top leading esports personalities.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Dr. Trudy Fleer here with the 5G Home Recovery Podcast. Today's episode is inspired by those T-Mobile home internet speeds that are much slower than Xfinity's lickety-split speeds. Speeds that slow to a crawl can leave us feeling like we have to move faster to compensate. Wrong. We don't have to move faster. The internet does. Now, you can move however you want. You want to move like a sloth? Do it. Be a sloth. A sloth with blazing fast Xfinity internet that you should have gotten in the first place. I hate to say I told you so, but, you know. Learn more at xfinity.com/TMOFacts.
Now through December 21st, new customers can get started with 400 megabits per second fast internet for just $30 a month for 2 full years, with no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile at regular rates. Or get $200 back when you upgrade to gig speed. Go to xfinity.com/TMOFacts, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer. Yep, that's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. People ask, what does this mean, I hate Steven Singer? Well, most other jewelers love to sell diamond studs that are cheap. They have a name for it, frozen spit. I'm serious. That's what other jewelers call their own products, frozen spit. Can you imagine buying a cloudy diamond that's milky color? Oh my, buy real diamonds from a real jeweler. Steven Singer Jewelers, who backs up every diamond with a real lifetime full trade-in value. The best money-back guarantee in the business. Here's why. Other jewelers hate our beautiful Anita diamond studs because ours are 100% eye flawless and near colorless. Beautiful stuff. They come complete with our 14-karat safety silicone backs, so she never has to worry about losing them or outgrowing them because our diamonds are such nice quality that we offer everyone a lifetime upgrade. You can trade in your Anita diamond studs and get exactly what you paid for them. I wish I could trade in my old iPhone and get what I paid. Visit me, the real Steven Singer, at the other corner of 8th and Walnut or online at IHateStevenSinger.com. One place, one price.
This week on RVER, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. I'm sorry, I can't operate on that vehicle.
But doctor, you took an oath.
That RV, it's my son's RV.
Oh, doctor, isn't there anything you can
I'm not a miracle worker, Sheila. I'm an RV surgeon, trained to save the lives of large, injured recreational vehicles, which is definitely a real profession.
When your RV really needs saving, Progressive has you covered. See if you could save with a leader in RV insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
Guys, when you were younger, pulling a hat trick or hitting a three-pointer in the bedroom was easy. But if the only thing you're pulling now is a muscle, it's time to call Iron Mountain Men's Health. Hi, this is Dr. Avidan Appel. My team will create a custom program to treat your ED and low T that's safe, affordable, and effective. Don't get sent to the bench. Schedule your free consultation today at ironmountainmenshealth.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
Bret Michaels, hot off the stadium tour, now brings you Party Gras 2023 with special appearances by former Journey singer Steve Augeri, Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, plus special guests Night Ranger and Jefferson Starship. Saturday, July 23rd, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Tickets on sale Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Party Gras 2023, part of the Mattress Warehouse Concert Series, produced by Live Nation.
Hey, it's Ricky Bo. Is your home in need of new windows and doors, but you decided to brave through one more cold season before making the plunge? Then let me tell you why acting now will not only keep your family feeling warm all winter long while lowering your high heating bills, but also save you big bucks with the big end-of-year sale from my good friends at Guided Door and Window. Guided is bringing back their biggest discounts of the year. Receive 40% off each window you buy. Yes, 40% off every professionally installed window. You'll also receive 40% off any door, including entry doors, patio doors, garage doors, and storm doors. And don't worry about touching your holiday money because Guided will start your project with no money down and allow you to pay it off interest-free for up to 12 months. If you need new windows and doors, then you need to go Guided right now so you can take advantage of all these huge savings. All prior sales are excluded. Offer expires December 31st. So call Guida today to schedule a free in-home estimate at 1-877-GO-GUIDA or visit them at GoGuida.com. That's go, Guida.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, it's 11 a.m. across the Delaware Valley. Cuz Radio Tunis, live from the River Winds Restaurant right here in West Deptford. Yeah, we're doing our Feast of Seven Fishes. By the way, Nicky on the text board was smart. He goes, listen, because somebody was asking about the economics, the baseball economics. John Middleton, smart, right? The Turner signing pre-Christmas, you're selling all those jerseys and well before spring training to get all those trips down to Clearwater.
Smart.
Sure.
Because remember, the last couple of years, it was late. that they were making all these signings. Now they got to it right away.
Well,
now this might be baseball in general.
Right. Well, you had the lockout. Remember.
Right. But I'm even thinking like the Harper. I mean, there was no lockout. It was just Harper Machado went 100+ days. And all of a sudden they signed him.
Yeah, that's because of the agent.
But here we are now. They're already making some moves. But yeah, I mean, look, he mentioned, I brought up Clearwater in the first segment. Like, I can't wait for us to go now. Well, I always couldn't wait, but
I know.
even more now. Because I've never been, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this is my first time.
No, you're going to love it, man. It's great. Clearwater is, spring training it's awesome. It really is awesome. All right, let's take Jeremy, and then we're going to go open the vault. Jeremy, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Jay, what's happening, buddy?
Good. How you doing today?
Good.
Well, my tradition is nothing big. It's not like you guys with your dinners and all that. But ours is, which was passed on from my great-grandparents to my grandfather and on up, is every Christmas Eve morning, every kid gets one of their gifts. Just
yes.
one.
I love that.
And then Christmas Eve night is when we put the star on top of the tree.
Yeah, man. Now you go star? Is that your tree? Yeah. We do star. We do angel.
Yeah,
we rock the angel.
We do like a diamond-looking star. It's not diamonds, it's one of those fake.
Yeah.
Stars.
I like the. We used to do the one gift. I still do the one gift with the boys.
Yeah, it's something we've been doing. It kind of gets them more excited for the next day.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a move. That's a strong move.
And my thing about the Phillies is, when the off-season started, I told my grandfather, who's 91 years old now, we talk Phillies every day, all day, when we talk on the phone, that my two biggest moves I wanted was Turner and Walker. And this is why. Walker is a ground ball pitcher.
Yep.
And with Trey Turner's defense and Stott's defense up the middle, it just fits perfect.
I agree. You're spot on. And in this ballpark. You always want to kick the ball down in this ballpark.
And with the double play balls we should be getting a lot of this year with Walker on the hill will be really beneficial to this team.
I agree. I think you're spot on, dude.
And I still don't think Dombrowski is finished yet.
Well, he needs a bullpen arm.
Yeah, well, he's that. I think they also need to upgrade from Matt Vierling in the outfield.
Yeah, I agree. You got to look for bargains. This is where you go bargain shopping an outfielder. I agree.
Yes, someone like Kevin Pillar or someone like that, someone of that stature who's not going to need a whole with bats that can play every position in the outfield.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right on. That's a good. These are all tweaks. Yeah. I think you're spot. I think you're spot on.
All right, thanks for taking my call. I hope you guys have a good holiday.
You too, buddy. Merry Christmas, Jay. That's good stuff, man. All right, Judas, let's open the vault, man.
Let's open it up, man.
When we began opening this vault nearly 2 hours ago, we had no real idea what we'd find inside. As it turns out, we haven't found very much.
All right, so the vault, as I said, is a very random one today, which I know you always appreciate, the randomness
of the randomness of the vault.
So we're a little bit of everywhere because we have birthdays, we have this days in histories, and we have all kinds of stuff. So we'll start with a little music. Dan, if you want to fade this one down. On this day in 1967, we played this song a lot last year as a part of the Cuz Cruise. Otis Redding released Sitting on the Dock of a Bay. And I figure we're right on the water here.
Nice.
Oh, this song's great.
Yes.
So I just want to,
Yeah, I like it. You want the vibe.
Just let it breathe a little bit. This is a great song.
Sure.
Otis is fantastic.
Without a doubt.
Just let the chorus play.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Oh, yeah.
Watching the tide roll away.
All right, thank you, Dan. That's all I needed. I needed to hear the chorus because I wanted to show a little love to Otis. The song released today, 1967. Now, we go to 1985, and the 51st winner of the Heisman Trophy, one Bo Jackson, was awarded.
And a half a yard. Jackson, touchdown.
Wow.
And we have another one. Here's a stiff arm from Bo.
Bo Jackson
Eric Floyd, Ron Middleton setting it up, but then it's just Bo Jackson fighting his way into the end zone. Good leg drive and running with power.
So figure we get some Bo Jackson.
Dude, I love. Listen,
I wanted to go college too.
I told you what. I think the boys aren't listening.
Yes.
What Uncle Joey got.
Oh, it's a great gift. The Bo Jackson jersey.
Right,
that's awesome.
The Raider one.
Yeah.
He was going to go. Football. The Raider one for Ant, because Ant's football, Moss's baseball, and the Bo Royals. But the Royals one is not that sharp.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. It's kind of like it's almost like a softball jersey. The Royals one, I remember. Yeah. So I think that was a good move.
So he went Reggie Jackson, A's.
And that's cool, man.
That's outrageous.
That's a great jersey.
Yeah,
and I love that because he did this last year too, right?
He does.
Trout.
He went last year.
Moss?
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Last year he went Randall for Ant.
Okay.
And Doc for Moss.
Okay, so he went double Sixers. Or double Philadelphia, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look.
And the nice ones, too, like the good ones.
Like, when I was a kid, I was a jersey guy. Like, I have a lot of players, a lot of different teams, the Hall of Famers, all that kind of stuff. So it's cool to see that's going on with Ant and Moss right now.
Yeah,
I did the same
love
thing.
That stuff, yeah.
All right, so we have a couple of birthdays today. How about Peter Laviolette? His birthday today, born in 1964. So of course,
he's a good dude, Lavi.
Oh, he is a great dude. Let's
play with some jam.
I had to make sure to get the speech. So here's Lavi, all cleaned up for us.
Scoring chances that period were 7-1 for the opposition. Do you know why, Hartsey? Because it's about as casual as it gets. As casual as it gets. In Boston, we said, all right, got mixed in the schedule. Let's turn the page. Somebody tell me, what the is the difference now? What's the problem now? I want to see people rip their heart out of their chest this period. And if you don't, you're probably not going to like your ice time. Take your first shift. You'll get it. Earn the second one. I'm not putting up with it. It's too much. Don't allow it. D-zone coverage, soft down low. Out to the points, casual strides. We don't want to block a shot. Because it hurts. One game, Boston, all right, let's move on. Tonight, unacceptable. Not going to happen. We're way better than what we just showed. Every guy in here knows it, and you should not accept it. Don't. You got 20 minutes. You win a period, you win a game, we move on. But you need to dig in right now, every guy. Enough is enough. Start playing with some jam in here. Let's go.
What's the problem now?
That's the greatest.
Start playing with some jam in here. Let's go. That's awesome.
That's the best. You get your one shift, and you got to earn the second one.
And that series was great. That's where you got the Brzgalov, humongous.
Yeah,
great clips, man.
You know what I never understood with hockey? Why do they fire these guys?
I hate it.
Like seriously, the message doesn't click anymore.
Oh, we started 1-2. Got to fire Berube, or Lavi was fired after 3 games.
I just don't understand. And all you always hear is
Vigneault was fired after a couple games.
And it's not like hockey players are like ridiculous prima donnas.
Right. But it's always the message thing. You're right.
I don't understand it.
Got worn out. How about the players get worn out? How about you move on from the players? The first thing
if you have a good coach, first of all, meanwhile, they did the opposite. They fired Laviolette, and they stuck with Hackstall rim
forever.
That freaking guy who was made out of plastic. I mean, come on, dude. That guy was the worst. He wasn't even human.
And it's just gross because one of the first things I heard when the Flyers hired Tortorella was, and look, I like him as a player. Oh, man, this is not going to go well for a guy like Travis Konechny. Well, why? Because he's hot-headed and Tortorella's hot. So be it. Get over it.
I know.
And, why are we worried? Oh, Travis Konechny's not going to like this.
I know.
Who cares? Listen to the damn coach.
I hear you. Got Washington tonight.
Yeah. 7 o'clock right here on the Fanatic.
They beat the Lance.
It was impressive. But I just don't get that. Listen, you talk about prima donnas. A lot of NBA players, prima donnas. They can stop listening to a head coach pretty quickly. I don't get the hockey.
Although I will say this though, the NBA is much. It's different than it used to be. in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, you had something like the Spreewell.
Right.
Well, you had guys that had no. Yeah, they go like this. Get out with the coach.
Right.
Now, I think I think a lot of these kids come in.
Well, also depends who. Like Spoelstra obviously gets a ton of respect.
Yeah, I think these kids are ballers and they listen.
Okay.
They more often than it was in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Listen,
when you're choking out your coach.
You think, hey, listen, I love my man AI, right?
You ain't listening to Larry.
Oh, Larry, I mean, the two of them would go at it.
Right.
You know how many times Larry Brown used to call Pat, I can't coach him. I can't.
Sure, it happened often. So happy birthday to Lobby.
Man, I can't coach the kid. I can't coach this kid.
Yeah, I was going to say you had too much energy when you first said it.
Pat.
Also, a happy birthday to one T.O. T.O. 1973, born on this day.
T.O.
I have a couple of T.O. stuff for us in the vault. Let's start with the good. First play from scrimmage in the preseason game, 80 yards from McNabb to Owens.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see the first play if they don't try to get the football to Terrell Owens.
He looks his way. Fires it his way. There's Owens at the 45, inside the 20, and on the first play at Philadelphia in an Eagle uniform, Terrell Owens takes it 81 yards right on the jersey number.
That was awesome.
I know.
Like,
dude.
what was that? Again, I was young, right? But I was fired up. I had the T.O. jersey and everything. But, like, what was that like when you saw that first play? Everybody knew T.O. was special. But when you saw that right away, you were probably thinking, what? Super Bowl?
Dude, they did it the first day of training camp.
That's false.
No, listen, the minute that they signed him and Javon Curse, it was Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And Andy loved it. Like, that's why Andy was a great coach, too. Like, and Andy went, we're going, first play of the game, I'm going deep.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, that was awesome.
I'm going to make a statement right
Yeah,
here.
like, that was awesome.
That's great. And then, of course, there was the bad. Here's T.O. live from his driveway.
Y'all want me to order y'all some pizza? Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great.
It's your pizza.
Let me get the pizza number. Hold on. I'll get it.
It was a difference of opinion. I think the report is now that I was blowing my fans off. That's not the case.
So this is really about the fans, too. I mean, they want to see you back.
I love the fans. I love the fans. I got no problem with the fans. Heads up. They don't pay me to go in there and talk to everybody and be friendly to everybody. I go in there, they paid me to play, and they paid me to perform. I don't get mad at nobody.
There you go. Did you curse at Andy Reid?
Nope. If he wants to be a man about it and really, have me go in the air and really tell the people what happened, then I can.
Is the contract situation the problem here?
I got sent home till Wednesday for whatever reason. Like I said, I mean, it was just a difference of opinion. I was defending myself, so.
Hey, did anybody, how many is that? Damn. Y'all making me lose count.
And what was that like? Like, what?
He was, oh, my God, it was insane. Like, that was
sit-ups in his driveway.
Dude, that's when, guys don't do stuff like that anymore.
No.
Right? Like,
we talk about characters all the time, yeah.
AI with the poom-poom pants. AI was unbelievable. T.O. was awesome. Remember, he's referencing the fight.
Yeah. With you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
1-5. With the pool and everything.
Yeah. By the way, because big, huge, strong dude.
Yeah.
T.O. is nasty.
Right.
And then the greatest story is, because as soon as that happened, I told the Trot.
Okay.
Oh, the Beast was upset. He used to call the T.O. the Beast. The Beast was upset. Don't mess with the Beast. Don't wake the Beast. And then, I got all the stories, right? The greatest is 5 looked at him.
Okay.
Right? And T.O. goes,
is that enough?
He goes, what are you looking at? Biatch? He goes, you want some right now?
There's a difference of opinion, he said.
You want some right now? And then 5 turned his head, man. He was nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't nothing.
No, he wasn't nothing to do with that. T.O. was going to chill him up.
Oh, my God. And now everything's just social media, right?
Yeah, now it's a Twitter.
Everybody's at their house.
They was scrapping, man. T.O. and what's called to the shower shoes.
Right.
T.O.
awesome. One more TO, of course, not with the Eagles, but one of the more memorable TO moments, not on the field. That's my quarterback.
It's not about, Tony. You guys can point the finger at him. You can talk about the vacation. And if you do that, it's really unfair. It's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair. We lost as a team. We lost as a team, man.
That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. And that still gets played to this day, which is just incredible. So there's your TO stuff.
My quarterback.
All right. So this last one, so you can start playing some music for me, Dan. This one near and dear to my heart, of course. But unfortunately, on August 9th of 1995, we lost Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead. And on this day in 1995, they decided to split up as a band because they didn't want to keep playing without Jerry. So, and of course, they've come back and they've done a lot of the tours and whatnot. But I wanted to show a little love to the Grateful Dead because, as I mentioned...
Deadhead?
No, not really. It's more so how they helped out my country.
Oh, yes.
And we talked about the 92 Olympics the other day because we were talking about some of the best Team USA moments, and we talked about 1992.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So
that's pretty awesome.
I want to show a little love to Jerry Garcia, and here's a quick story. You'll hear Bill Walton in it. You'll hear Jerry Garcia himself as well. Here's a quick little clip on members of the Grateful Dead finding out that Team Lithuania couldn't even afford uniforms for the 1992 Olympics because it was
awesome.
The first Olympics after they got out of Soviet control. So here's a quick little story on it.
The Grateful Dead were big basketball fans.
No, I can't shoot. I can do anything else. I can get in position, but I cannot shoot. I can rebound.
I remember it being maybe saying, hey, I saw something about how the Lithuanian basketball team can't even go to the Olympics because they can't afford uniforms. And everybody would say, that's wrong. Let's get them some uniforms.
He said, why don't we fund them?
The Lithuanian team rising from nothing and just reaching. It's like I felt this reaching up over the obstacles and just slam dunking that basketball.
And it's great. So
slam dunking that basketball.
So there's a documentary on it, which is great. And good. Bill Walton told an awesome story that they had a meeting, the Grateful Dead and members of the Olympic Committee and all that kind of stuff. And he said when they walked out of the room, everybody was just bloodshot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like they were high as can be and just like, all right, we're going to fund Team Lithuania, man. And then that's how the jersey, the T-shirt started.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, so the Grateful
I didn't know that.
Grateful Dead, man, they funded Team Lithuania to get to the 1992 Olympics.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm always...
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How could the country not get them uniforms?
They had no money. They just broke out.
They had that money.
They just broke out of Soviet control. They didn't even have their own currency yet. They had nothing. And so they couldn't even afford jerseys because some of the players were playing for the Soviet Union. They had to, or they would have gotten in trouble, right? And so now they're all of a sudden their Team Lithuania. They had nothing. And so I think they had enough to get to the Olympics, but they had no jerseys. They had no clothes. They had nothing. And so the Grateful Dead funded them, which was just so random.
Wow.
Because it's not like the Grateful Dead are Lithuanians. Like they're just like, oh man, that's not cool. Did you hear? He's like, that wasn't fair. So we're gonna help him out.
That's cool, man.
So shout out to Jerry Garcia.
I like it. That's a great story.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's a great story. All right, coming up, the skip, Charlie Manuel. We're gonna talk to the skip coming up next. Talk a little fightings with Charlie as we hang out live from Riverwinds Restaurant right here in West Deptford. That's it. That's right. Cuz Radio Tunis. Let's talk about the BetPARKS app. Yeah, the BetPARKS app got you covered. It's a BetPARKS Wednesday. Here's what's going on. Pro Hoops tonight. You got Knicks Atlanta, Brooklyn, Charlotte, College Hoop tonight. Villanova, Penn. Let's go, Quakes. No, Jay. I'm going to be, let's go, Penn, baby. Penn State, 4-point favorite over Michigan State. Wow. Undermanned. They play a lot of games, a few days. And, of course, Sunday on the BetPARKS app, Birds are 7-point road favorites against the Giants. Steelers, 3-point home favorites against Baltimore. Without Lamar, right? You got the Buffalo and the Jets coming up. And don't forget the college football playoffs. You got that right there on the BetPARKS app. Michigan is an 8-point favorite over TCU. Guru, what do you think? You're a guru. Come on, Michigan's got to rout that TCU squad. Dugan does have heart, I agree, but I still think the rest of that team gets manhandled. Yeah, I got to go with. Guru says Michigan. I know Corman, but he's done. He's hurt. Guru's the man. And so is the BetPARKS app. Make sure you download it right to your phone. It is awesome. You got all the stuff that you want right there every day on the BetPARKS app. Go to betparks.com for all the details, like $750 in sportsbook credit. If your first bet is not a winner, you got to be in PA or New Jersey. You got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports
Another
Updates.
big move for the Phils. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by PhillyGoat.com. Don't settle for the same old merch that everybody else has. Wear your Philly pride on your sleeve at PhillyGoat.com. The Phillies signed Trey Turner, 11 years, $300 million, and the next day they bolstered the rotation by signing Taijuan Walker to a 4-year deal. So we are all fired up for the Phillies, including Charlie Manuel, who'll be joining the Cubs coming up next at 11:30. Eagles getting set to take on the Giants. We'll hear from Nick Sirianni today at 12:30. This update is also brought to you by Jefferson Health. You have a lot on your to-do list, but don't overlook the most important item, your health. The steps you take today are your first steps to a healthier tomorrow. Call Jefferson Health at 1-800-JEFF-NOW. That's 1-800-JEFF-NOW. Keep it locked here in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic's Holiday Wheel is back.
Presented by Rally House. Your city, your house, Rally House.
This year, we'll be spinning the Holiday Wheel 3 times a day.
At 8 a.m. with the John Kincaid Show. At noon with Anthony Gargano. And at 4 p.m. with the best show ever.
You'll have a chance to win some amazing prizes.
And every wheel spinner will automatically receive a $50 Rally House gift card.
Go to the contest page on 975thefanatic.com right now and register for your chance to spin the Fanatic Holiday Wheel.
The Holiday Wheel starts spinning Monday, December 12th.
Happy holidays from 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Gary Barbera's Big Finish event is a bumper-to-bumper total clearance. We got the car with the biggest, baddest, deepest December discounts. New cars up to 10 grand off. Inventory's flying because with Barbera's 0 down and no payments for 3 whole months, you need nothing. That's why Birds coach Nick picks Barbera.
Boy, I guess. Philadelphia's Credit Connection.
Instant credit, 0 down, no payments. New cars up to 10 grand off.
Hello.
Gary Barbera's blowing out the bargains, along with a generous donation to the U.S. Marines Toys for Tots. Everything's included, even the kitchen sink. But if you miss it, you're walking.
Cost Barbera Care. 10K off on stock number 22C1014. While supplies last. 0 down and no payments for 90 days for well-qualified buyers on select vehicles. All offers plus tax tags and 422 doc. Expires January 2nd, 2023.
Follow that band to Barbera's biggest ever year-end clearance, where all we do is discount Dodges, Chryslers, Rams, and Jeeps, even cheaper.
This is Coach Sirianni. Is Barbera the best?
0 down, no payments.
Boy, I guess. Go Birds!
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With car prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever.
Don't miss out for 2022. Donate at carsforkids.org and your car can be picked up tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2022.
Attention business owners. Imagine getting up to $26,000 per employee sent to you directly by the U.S. government. All businesses during COVID could be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee through a CARES Act program. The fact is, all types of businesses, profit or nonprofit, are eligible. There is absolutely no cost to check your eligibility today. ERTC.com is the nation's leading company specializing in employee retention tax credits. Here is a real testimonial from an ERTC client.
We've got some good news. You're going to get $488,000 as a tax refund, which is not a loan, and you can use that in whatever way you'd like to.
Visit ERTC.com today, and in less than 5 minutes, our proprietary rebate calculator will show you how much money you could receive. Act now before the program closes or funds run out. Visit ERTC.com today. That's ERTC.com.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network and the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply.
At the Home Depot, we have plenty of Christmas trees to make your holidays even more magical. Hundreds of full, easy-to-assemble artificial trees that look so real, you may be convinced they actually are. And for those who love that fresh pine smell, we have a parking lot full of fresh-cut trees to call your own. We'll even help you load your tree in the car so you can bring home the holidays. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
'Twas the holiday season at Total Wine & More. So many friends that you need to shop for. Gifts on their shelves are so easy to find. Just what you love for your loved ones in mind. Your father likes bourbon, Cabernet for your sis. Champagne for a co-worker, never a miss. All perfectly priced, as low as can be. Shop Total Wine for them and for me.
Love what you find. Always lowest prices at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Window Nation is spreading holiday cheer with 0% interest for 5 full years. So inflation's escalating, costs are going up, rates are rising, and Window Nation is going to save you thousands with 60 months of no interest payments. And that's in addition to Window Nation's amazing buy 2, get 2 free savings. You get both if you call Window Nation now. We're facing the highest energy costs in over 25 years. Your bill could be as much as 28% more than it was last year. So why don't you cut your energy use by up to 30% and increase your home's value? Make 0 interest payments for 5 full years. Plus, get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy with no limit. Window Nation's precision installation, they're going to lock out the cold and keep your energy bills lower. And with no interest for 60 months, you're going to have extra cash for your holiday shopping. So call Window Nation today at 866-90Nation or go online to windownation.com. Get no interest for 5 full years and 2 windows free for every 2 that you buy. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 97.5thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. Now, back to the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, it is our Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast live from the fabulous River Winds Restaurant right here in West Deptford, right on the water. It's a great time of the year. We do love it. We love this whole day. It's a fun day as we hang out and get to just enjoy it all. And it ushers in the holidays, right? Like that's the whole thing. And Tunis, you said it. It's a red and green Christmas. And how about it? We get Trey Turner and then Taijuan Walker as Christmas presents when it comes to baseball. And joining us right now, you love it. You know what? He's got the spirit of the holidays. That's right. The great Charlie Manuel, the Skip. Skip.
What's up? What's up, Anthony?
How about the squad, Skip? It's a Merry Christmas.
What about a Merry Christmas? I got that right. You definitely got that right.
It is. It's amazing. Like we talked about this and the possibility. You know, I thought of you right away because right away I know you're going to be messing with the lineup.
Yeah, I want to tell you something. I remember when I told Pat Gillick that Altuve was my favorite player in the major leagues. Okay. And over the last 3 or 4, 5 years, 4 years, whatever, since Trey Turner's been in the major leagues, I think that he's one of the best players that I've seen around in a long time. And I just love the way he plays. And I think we got ourselves a real professional, and we've got us a tremendous hitter. And I think it definitely improves our team. And then Taijuan Walker, of course, he helps improve our team too. But now Trey Turner is absolutely fantastic. If you want to ask me something about his hitting, I'm willing to have a discussion with you.
See, I love that. I knew you would, but because everybody's funny. I have a guy, you probably know him. He's a scout for the Mariners as a buddy of mine. And he's like, dude, he goes, I had the Carolinas. And I had him, and he goes, I fell in love with him because he's such a competitor. And I'm thinking that's exactly why you love this kid, because he's a great competitor, and he just busts. He's a ball player.
Yeah, right. Anthony, I want to tell you something. Trey Turner, if you want to talk about swings, he's probably, I would say he's definitely you can put him anywhere from 1 to 5 in his swing in the major leagues. That's how much I like him.
Really?
He's very, I want to tell you something, he's very tension-free. He's nice and easy. He has great balance in his bottom half, and he's very relaxed in his upper body with his hands and stuff. And he's got a smooth, quick pop to the ball. He's got good plate coverage. He works the count. He's got power, and his strength as a hitter, I would say, is from middle in. But now you get the ball up and out away from him a little bit, and he's got enough juice to get you out the other way too.
Wow,
he's a tremendous player.
He's got a quick bat too, right? I mean, I remember watching going, damn,
he swings.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. He swings. He does not push the ball. He swings. And his 2-strike swing, he does let the ball get a little deep on him, but he still swings at that ball. He just stays compact at it. He still creates good angles with his bat, and even the ball gets close to him, he can still snatch it sometime and pull it. You know, he's a good hitter. He's a tremendous hitter.
Wow. That's a hell of an endorsement. That's why I never understood why Washington, let him walk in the first place.
I think,
or trade him.
That right there, I want to tell you something. That's hard for me to understand and figure out. But at the same time, too, he's one of these guys, I think, and he just loves to play baseball. And I think I don't know if he was bothered by the West Coast. I don't think so, really, because if all you got to do is watch him play, and he brings it every day, and just the what you know what when he's electrifying. Just the way he runs, the way he slides, things like that. He's got to pop up slides and things like that. He looks very athletic, and he's smooth, and he hustles all the time, I just think he just loves to play baseball. He probably wanted to come back and be around some of his old teammates like Harper and.
I know why. I mean, it makes sense why he walks from the Dodgers. I just didn't know why Washington. Why, if you're Washington, why do you trade him to the Dodgers? I never understood that. He's such what a dynamic talent. And to your point, his wife and Bryce's wife are close, and that's a pretty close. I mean, the Padres offered him a ton more money, and he turned it down to play for the Phillies.
Right. That right there is that just goes to show you that he wanted to come to Philadelphia. I mean, that right there tells me that he definitely wanted to play for us. And like he had, of course, Kevin Long was the hitting coach over in Washington when he was there. And he loves him just like I do. Really, he is absolutely, he's definitely going to be a leader on our team, and he's going to be a guy that can put more energy on the field for us too.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So now, I think he's the perfect leadoff hitter. I mean, how do you? I still see some people projecting Schwarber leading off. And I know that's for, Robbie Thompson, and I get it. I'm just curious at what you would think. Like, what would you do?
You know what? I don't want to put my mindset in Robbie Thompson's head, but at the same time, too, I'll tell you this: he's going to hit somewhere between 1 and 3. So. Yeah. I mean, the beauty is that you could do different things. Like if you really wanted to lead off Schwarber, then he could bat him second. Right. Or like you said, you could bat him third. Yeah. Now you got to deal without Bryce for the first, couple months of the season while he comes back from the surgery. So presumably you'll have Schwarber down the lineup to give you some power there. But it'll be interesting when Bryce comes back, kind of to me, he adds perfect balance to the lineup. Right. Yeah. He definitely makes gives the top of the order more balance and more consistency, without a doubt. I mean, I think the consistency part that's the most probably important thing about it. He don't necessarily hit big slumps because of his talent and his running speed and the way he can handle the bat and things like that. And he's very consistent, and he's definitely going to go good with Harper somewhere. I mean, those are two guys that's going to put balls in play a lot, and things are going to happen for us.
Yeah, man. I mean, just dynamic, right? I mean, completely dynamic offense. If you can get, I like to where how Stock came up. Bohm showed you that he could put the bat on the ball. Maybe he gets a little pop as he gets older because he's so, tall, long. And then, if you could just get Marsh to hit that fastball, I mean, that lineup is deadly.
What you're talking about, basically what you're saying is, I'll put it to you like this. Once we got Turner and now that we got Harper, and with Turner and Harper, that should make it easy for those young kids who's still trying to make their niche in the major leagues. They should be able to relax and play baseball and have a lot of fun, and I think that will pick up our offense some too. I definitely do.
Yeah, man, this is awesome. And then Taijuan Walker, Skip, to get Taijuan Walker, I mean, I guess what? Because they were always talking about, Jameson Taillon and Taillon and a couple other guys. I'm like, I love Walker. I mean, he's a great fit to the ballpark too.
Yeah, he's Walker's fine. I mean, he's going to fit good with us. He's going to has a big importance to us. And I've always liked him. And really, without a doubt. Yeah, solid.
I mean, all of a sudden your rotation, and then with Painter, I mean, he coming up. I mean, the rotation's deep now. Like all of a sudden, you got some quality, man. This club looks great, man. It really does.
Yeah.
The Renaissance. I know. Look, it was an incredible fall. Leading into November, it was awesome. This club is back. This is a good team, man.
Yeah, I tell you, Painter's a guy for me. Probably more than likely somewhere along the line. If he don't break camp with a major league team, he's going to be in the big leagues before the season's over. And I would not rule out Abel as far as making some headway because he has a lot of talent. McCarthy is another guy that's got a lot of talent. We got about 3 or 4 pitchers that could definitely, could definitely help our major league team down the road, and it's not going to be a long time until they get there. Neither. It's going to be they're going to get there in a short period of time, and that's going to be really good. That's going to set us off for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, Skip, I got to tell you, I give John Middleton a ton of credit. I mean, he got a taste of it, and he's like, listen, we're not going to spare any expense. He does that's no joke. $300 million deal.
Yeah, like in the last couple of years, I've seen John Middleton. He's gotten more involved with the fans, and he comes out, and I think if they're not, the fans in Philadelphia should really know how much John Middleton wants to fill our ballpark, and actually how much he thinks of them, and and actually what he wants to do. And like I think I said it before on your show, he don't just want to win next year, win a World Series. He wants to win a few World Series. He wants to see, he wants to have a dynasty, and nothing wrong with that. And the reason he wants to have it is for the fans and of course our city. I mean, he cares a lot about everybody.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I mean, and I got to tell you, it's what. I love the fact that, during the ballpark, during the playoffs at the ballpark, they included everybody. Like, you were a big part of it, and they brought all your team back, and it just feels. The Phillies do a great job with that stuff. Debbie and all those, they're tremendous, right? They do such a good job with it. But I mean, it just felt like a family down there, man. I kind of excites me.
Yeah, I think when the product that we put on the field, and in the way that the energy that we had, and how hard we play, and things like that, I think that fits in Philadelphia, of course. But at the same time, that brings people to the ballpark, but also too the organization becomes more of a tighter knit. Really.
Yeah, and then you see the fans, how their fans respond to that. You know what I mean? Like, they're incorporating all the. From the Larry Boa and Schmitty, and then wind up through the Kruk and that squad, and then through your squad. I mean, it celebrates Phillies baseball, man. It's pride.
Right.
Like, this is what excites me because it was a long time, right? You had to deal with when you left, it felt like the soul left, and then then it was a long misses and the whole thing, and then. Finally, Dombrowski comes in and Middleton takes over, and finally we built something, and now I feel like the Phillies are back.
Yeah, I would say definitely the Phillies are back, and when I look at the lineup, yes, our lineup is solid, and we still need for our young players, of course, to keep improving. I think there's definitely more upside in Strutt, and there's and Baum. And guys like that, Berlin, all the young players of Marsh, all those guys like that. We got some big talent to go with guys that's already superstars of the game. So therefore, we're going to be fine for a few years.
Hey, real quick, because it's hot stove, and Aaron Judge is looking at a $360 million 9-year deal. I mean, the money, it's just amazing, right? Eye-popping. Yeah. And when you were playing in Minnesota, you had a part-time job selling beer.
Yeah.
I think about it. I'm thinking, here's Judge grabbing $360 million, and you were probably making like 15 grand, and then you had to go sell beer on the side.
No, my first year there, I made $8,500. That was minimum. My next year, I made 10 grand. Okay. Now, actually, this is the truth. I worked in the PR department for the Phillies in the wintertime on a speaking tour. We made like over 100 stops. South Dakota, North Dakota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Nebraska, and those places like that. And also, I sold Ham's beer, and I also worked for Ford Motor Company, like in a PR department. I'd go to shopping centers, and I would show them a demonstration of a new parts on a car and things like that, And I remember one year I made 40 grand in the winter, and I was happy. Then when I got sent back to AAA baseball, the guy from over at the Ford Motor Company place in Wayzata, he offered me a job like $25,000 expense account and 50 grand, and I almost took it. I said, nah, I'm gonna play baseball, and I kept playing. But no, yeah.
That's great. It's great.
When I hear Judge, I'll tell you something. When I hear someone like Judge or the money at Turner got, no, that's amazing, because to work and do your work is not nothing like work to you. It's fun.
Right.
It's hard to explain to people. Like when I say I never went to work, I figure in baseball. That's why I like to hang around it. Really. I enjoy watching it, and I enjoy everything about it. I enjoy the guys. But really, as far as going to work, I never looked at practicing and playing as work, really.
No. These guys are crazy. Who's in the lab and all this other nonsense? You're playing ball. It's the greatest thing in the world. You're not walking to some bar in Minnesota trying to sell beer, trying to sell some hams.
That's right. I got to sell some Ham's beer, man.
It's beautiful.
Hey, but I also look at it this way. I don't want to sound like a drunk, but at least I got to drink free.
You kidding me? That's a score, man. Yeah. That's awesome. What are you doing for Christmas?
I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna have my 10 people up there, and I'm gonna cook for them with
nice.
But I'm gonna do some of the cooking, and we're gonna have a good time.
What are you making? What's the skip make?
I fix linguine. I fix a lot of time. Beans are my one of my special things.
Nice. You're gonna make the linguine and clams?
I can fix cookies, cakes, things like that, whatever.
Santa Charlie, I love it.
Yeah. But also too, after Christmas, I'm taking my grandkids to my small grandkids. We're going to go to Gatlinburg for about 4 or 5 days. I'm going to, like they want to see snow and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're where's Gatlinburg?
Gatlinburg's near Dollywood. It's not far from Cherokee, and things like that. It's a place, that a lot of tourists go in the summertime and winter. They do a lot of snow skiing there.
Nice. Oh, that'll be fun.
It's not far from Knoxville or Nashville.
Gotcha. Smoky Mountains.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that's cool, man. Or it's Appalachians or the Smokies?
It's Smokies.
I says, yeah, but come on. Yeah, Skip knows. I got to tell you, I just love you. We're going to be down spring training, Philly sports trips. We're going to be hanging out with you, Chunas and I, with Philly sports trips for spring training. It's going to be a blast this summer.
That sounds good to me. It's always good. You're my man. You're my brother.
That's right, man.
Bring the cookies, Skip.
That's right. That's right. I got to bring. I keep threatening. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go to Florida, Chunas. Bring Massimo for Uncle Charlie.
All right.
And Massimo's going to he's going to.
Never too early to start scouting.
Uncle Charlie's going to fix his swing. All right, because Daddy, he don't listen to Daddy. He'll listen to Uncle Charlie though.
Yeah, that's the deal. That's right.
Listen, brother, we love you, man. You're the greatest.
Yeah. Same here, man. Yeah.
They wish everybody a Merry Christmas, all right?
Yeah.
And I'll be talking to you. You're the best.
Hey, Phillies already gave us a good Merry Christmas.
That's right, brother. That's it.
All right.
We love you, buddy. We'll talk to you later on.
You too, man.
All right, buddy. Here he is, the great Charlie Manuel. Oh, he's the best. I just love that guy. Fantastic. We're live at the River Winds Restaurant, the Feast of the Seven Fishes, as we hang out. It's our 7th annual Seven Fishes celebration presented by Baroni Fini Wine. We love it. Yes, we love this one. In fact, there's Sandy. Hello, Sandy. She's with our wine rep. She helps with Baroni Fini. And this place is great. River Winds Restaurant, beautiful view of the waterfront. Still time to join us. We have a wine tasting courtesy of Baroni Fini starting at 1 o'clock. Come on by. How about that? And this year's menu includes oyster, shrimp cocktail, fried calamari, seared ahi tuna, of course, pasta with the fresh crab in honor of my mother's recipe.
Beautiful.
Great stuff, man. All right, we're going to come back in just a moment. Cuz Radio Tunis, 97.5 The Fanatic.
And this is Andrew Sal Tunis. Now's the perfect time to download FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge. It's America's #1 sports book, and new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back if your first bet doesn't win. Just sign up with promo code FANATIC. We got football, of course, coming up this weekend. We got basketball every night. We got hockey every night. And, of course, if you want to start looking ahead, maybe you put together a futures bet for the Fightins with all the moves that they've been making. You can use your risk-free bet up to $1,000 on the Fightins. I love FanDuel Sportsbook. So many different options to choose from when it comes to betting. And, of course, most importantly, when you win, you get paid fast. And it's all in this app that's safe, secure, super easy to use. Just sign up with promo code FANATIC for your no-sweat first bet. That's promo code FANATIC, and make every moment more this season with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only. Refund issues not drawable. Free bets that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Eagles Giants. I'm Andrew Sal Tunis, and this update is brought to you by Wawa. It's gift card season, and Wawa is your one-stop shop for all gift cards. From Wawa gift cards, Wawa e-gift cards, or a gift card from your favorite brand, Wawa has a gift card for anyone on your list. Eagles getting set to take on the Giants. Nick Sirianni speaks to the media at 12:30. You can listen live right here in the Fanatic. This update is also brought to you by the Empire State Building. Immerse yourself in an authentic New York experience at the Empire State Building Observatory. Get your tickets at empirestatebuilding.com/radio. Open daily, reservations required. I'm Andrew Sal Tunis, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Fini Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
At T-Mobile, we believe people deserve more without paying more. Get 4 iPhone 14s with their amazing cameras on us and 4 lines for $25 a line.
Wow, it's like expecting a Christmas caroler.
Deck the hall with boughs of holly.
But getting a whole choir.
Deck the hall with boughs of holly.
With an epic horn section, too.
It's the season to be jolly.
It's so cool. I'm capturing it all with the amazing camera on my new iPhone 14.
Plus, T-Mobile has Price Lock Guarantee. Unlike the other big guys, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan for talk, text, or data. So what are you waiting for? Switch to T-Mobile and get 4 iPhone 14s on us with eligible trade-ins and 4 lines for $25 a line. Get used to getting even more from T-Mobile.
With 24 monthly bill credits and auto pay plus taxes and fees for well-qualified customers with 4-line minimum. If you cancel service before 24 credits, credit stop and balance on required finance agreement for all devices is due. Price lock for rate plan price of current on-network service for eligible lines. Excludes taxes, fees, promos, and third-party services. See T-Mobile.com for details.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer. Yep, that's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. Why do other jewelers hate me? I'm a nice guy. Because other jewelers just want to throw up when you ask, can I trade in my old diamond studs? Why? I guess it's because they're in the business of selling. I'm in the love business. I love to see my friends come back and trade in their old diamond studs. It's true. You can start with any size and upgrade them for a bigger pair anytime you want. Get exactly what you paid. Not only do other jewelers not want you to trade in your diamond studs, but even if they do, they don't give you back what you paid. Why are their diamonds worth less? Oops. Come see me, the real Steven Singer, a real jeweler whose diamonds are always worth what you pay. Visit me at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. By phone, 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER. Online, IHateStevenSinger.com. Oh, by the way, these stunning Anita diamond stud earrings are always 100% eye-flawless, near-colorless, brilliant-cut diamonds. Magnificent and bright white, topped off with my 14-karat safety silicone backs. IHateStevenSinger.com. One place, one price.
This week's Pro to Watch is brought to you by Bradford White. Bradford White water heaters are built to be the best. This Sunday against the G-Men, Miles Sanders better be ready to have a huge game. And statistically, we should probably expect it. The G-Men are terrible against the run. So with that fantastic offensive line and the great Miles Sanders, who's been running wild most of the year, that's got to be the Birds' strategy on Sunday. Exploit the weakness. Try to get win number 12. And again, win 4 out of 5, and the Birds are flying home free. For exceptional hot water performance for your home or your business, ask a plumbing professional about installing a Bradford White water heater. Whether it's gas or electric, tank or tankless, how you heat your hot water matters. So choose the efficiency, quality, and reliability of Bradford White for your starting lineup. To learn more and find a pro near you, visit BradfordWhite.com.
If you're hearing this, you could save an average of $702 a year on your auto insurance with NJM. If you're smelling this, that's the sweet scent of savings that comes with great insurance. And if you can see this, then your radio isn't a radio, it's a television. Now, go upgrade your insurance at NJM.com. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Figure reflects average annual auto insurance premium savings on a national basis for applicants who reported their prior premiums and switched to NJM between 5/31/21 and 5/31/22.
Guys, when you were younger, pulling a hat trick or hitting a three-pointer in the bedroom was easy. But if the only thing you're pulling now is a muscle, it's time to call Iron Mountain Men's Health. Hi, this is Dr. Avidan Appel. My team will create a custom program to treat your ED and low T that's safe, affordable, and effective. Don't get sent to the bench. Schedule your free consultation today at ironmountainmenshealth.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is the whipped cream and the cherry on top. It's like a little bow on top of this great present of peppermint chip goodness. It tastes like the holidays.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. For me, no milkshake is topping the peppermint chip milkshake.
Order a Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Hockey's even more exciting with the BetRivers Sportsbook app. Score big with same-game parlays, where you can combine different bets from the same game, like the money line, check, puck line, check, and player props, check. Plus, with award-winning customer service, you'll never miss a shift. Download the BetRivers Sportsbook app on iOS and Android. It's a whole new game.
Must be 21 plus. Available in Pennsylvania only. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, let's talk about Pets Plus Naturals. Woof, woof. Thanks, Scoots. They have made it their mission to save as many cats and dogs as possible. So many resources from Pets Plus go to rescuing animals. That's why every animal available at Pets Plus is not a dog or a cat that you buy. It's a dog or cat you adopt instead. Adoptinstead.org is what you need to know. These animals are saved from a shelter, brought to Pets Plus, where they're cared for by vets, given proper nutrition, and, of course, lots of love. They're in tip-top shape to be your next four-legged friend. Join your family. If you and your family are considering adding a dog or cat this holiday season, I urge you, visit adoptinstead.org. That's adoptinstead.org. See all the animals that the great people at Pets Plus have rescued that are ready to settle into a new permanent home. Pets Plus Naturals has been locally owned and operated for over 30 years. locations all over the area. There's bound to be a Pets Plus Naturals near you, featuring free delivery in some areas. Make sure you visit PetsPlusNaturals.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, it's noontime across the Delaware Valley as we hang out on a beautiful day. It's our feast of the Seven Fishes. It's always fun here at River Winds Restaurant, right on the water in West Deptford. A fun, foggy afternoon. Good day to nestle in as we have reached the holiday season. Dude, it's December 7th, man.
Yeah, man.
We got a couple of weeks to start to catch up.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Now I'm in the thick of it, right? So today's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, Mr. Tunis.
I'll be seeing him tomorrow, and then again on Sunday. I'm heading to the Elks for the Eagles game this Sunday.
Are you?
Which I've never done before. It's my dad's birthday, so I was like, hey, what do you want to do? And I said, let's watch the game. Because he was supposed to come today. Couldn't make it because of work. So I was like, what do you want to do for the Birds game? He said, let's go to the Elks. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
But, this is the time, right? So I have Christy's birthday, anniversary, Thanksgiving, Dad's birthday. I got a day coming up. Who cares? Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, and my sister's birthday's January 7th. So now it's like this is the busy season for everyone, but it's crazy for me.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, it's a fun time, man. It's great. This is what's going on. You were talking about we were talking about sports and the holidays. I freaking love it.
Yeah.
I love the bowls, and I love like this year, Eagles Cowboys on Christmas Eve
That's
day.
ridiculous.
Dude, that's going to be unbelievable.
I just still love how the NFL is just like, yeah, NBA, you got your day? Not anymore.
So look at this day. Look at the weekend. So we start December 24th, Christmas Eve day, all those games, right? You got Bills and Bears and Saints and Browns leading up to the Birds and Cowboys at 4 o'clock.
That's ridiculous.
Then you got the Raiders and Steelers at night, Saturday, Christmas Eve night. Then Christmas Day, they come in rocking, dude. Packers and Dolphins, Broncos and Rams, which is a stinker, but that's okay. Tampa and Arizona. Dude.
Which is also kind of a stinker, but whatever. It's football.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm watching stinker football games.
And your NBA, did you look at the NBA schedule?
Well, I know we got the Sixers.
You're right. So here's our NBA schedule. You got to love, Sixers and Knicks kick it off again noontime, right? Lakers, Mavericks, Bucks, Celtics, dude.
That's awesome.
At 5 o'clock. Memphis and Golden State, and then the late night Suns and Nuggets.
That's great.
Dude, it's a great sport.
Yeah, it's a great sports weekend.
You know what I mean? It's perfect. And then all week, you got, let's look at New Year's Day. I don't know why I get enamored by this stuff. But, New Year's Day, it's going to be weird because you have a full slate of NFL games. Whereas the college games are on New Year's Eve day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot going on, which is
you got
fantastic.
all the bowls and all that stuff. That's fantastic. I think we got the Saturday games coming up, which I love.
I love Saturday games.
Right? Because, there's a void with college football.
College football's done, yeah.
There's the void. So next week, you get December 17th, you get the Saturday games. Slate. It's a good slate, too, dude. Colts, Vikings, Ravens, Browns, and Miami, Buffalo.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's 3 good games,
yeah.
dude. Well, Colts stink, but still.
Well, no, I'll take it. I like it.
Yeah.
By the way, quick Eagles note. Avante Maddox, they opened the 21-day practice window for, which is huge. He's a very good slot corner, so it's good to have him back.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's big.
By the way, I just saw this. This happened yesterday, apparently. Did you see what Joe Musgrove did?
No.
Joe Musgrove went to Antarctica, and threw an 86-mile-an-hour fastball to be put in the record books for the fastest pitch in the coldest area on the earth.
So he threw 86 in Antarctica. How cold was it?
They don't say the exact temperature. Let me see. I'm now going to read the article. I was just watching the video.
How cold? What did it look like?
And it was his 30th birthday. Oh, so he did it 5 days ago, December 2nd. The video just came out yesterday. He did it, raise money and awareness for the Challenged Athletes Foundation, which is cool that he did that. I'm going to try to find out exactly what the temperature was. But I looked it up right now. It is negative 20 degrees in Antarctica, so I imagine it's right around there. He first threw 79 miles per hour and then worked it up to 86.
79. How cold, man? My God, he's in Antarctica.
It doesn't say in the article the exact temperature, which you would think that's something that they would put at the time of the pitch. But right now it's negative 20 degrees. So I'd imagine about that same temperature.
Oh, my God. That's wild.
What makes you think to do that?
I don't know. I mean, he's, who knows? Maybe you're drinking one night and then you have an idea. You know
let's
why?
go to Antarctica.
I want to go let's Guinness Book of World Records. Would there be a record that you would want, that you have a skill?
Oh, wow, that's a good question.
Is there a skill that you have?
I have no skills.
That you could go and get and be a Guinness? Again, like I can drink a Guinness. That's about it.
Look, I brag about how much I can eat, but I'm not Joey Chestnut, who's crushing 70 hot dogs in a couple of minutes. I can't do that. I honestly don't think there's something that I could do that would be a record.
No?
No.
Yeah, I don't have that skill.
I mean, some of it's not even skill. Like,
well, no, some people have, they have those weird talents.
Yeah, like
that you could do stuff with,
Red Panda. The lady on the unicycle, the tall unicycle with the cups. She throws it on her head.
I
You
don't know the Red
exactly who I'm talking about. She does it at all the halftime shows at the NBA games.
Oh, I don't even pay attention.
Oh, dude, she's very talented.
Yeah, I'm out on halftime shows.
What?
Yeah, no, the Red Panda. I don't know the Red Panda.
She does this. She puts it on her foot, and then she flips it up, lands on her head.
Yeah, I'm out.
What?
Yeah.
And then there's the guy that also does it with the chairs. He stacks the chairs up.
Yeah, I'm out.
You've seen him do that too at halftime shows.
I might have seen it, but it's never actually registered. I only have so much.
And Tyrone is disappointed.
I only have
She's a treasure, he says.
I only have so much bandwidth.
What?
That
Red Panda.
I ignore that.
You've been to a basketball game. You've seen Red Panda right in front of you.
I'm sure I've seen it. I just haven't looked at, watched it. Yeah, I'm out on Red Panda.
What?
Yeah,
you can't be out on Red Panda.
I'm out. I'm out on dumb those.
But that's a skill. We were just talking about random
right.
skills.
I'm out on random skills.
So you're out on random skills.
I am. I don't possess one.
You just like back shoulder throws.
I do. I love back shoulder throws. You kidding me?
You like 99-mile-an-hour heaters?
Yes.
That's your skill.
That's a skill. That's a skill. I mean, stacking cups.
That's also God-given.
Okay.
Stacking cups. She wasn't given that talent by God.
Stop with the stacking cups.
She figured that out on her own. She said, look what I can figure out.
Tyrone, I got news for you. I disagree, bro. She's become sports Americana. What? I love you, brother.
She's become a big cult hero.
I love Tyrone. that's not me. I'm out.
You've never seen Red Panda?
I'm sure I've seen her.
You definitely have.
But I don't. Why? I'm telling you. Listen, there's so much bandwidth that I have that I could look at something see it in my view, but not make it register. You understand?
I hear you. I'm gonna pull up a video for you. There's Red Panda.
I got no interest.
No, you got to watch Red Panda. It's very impressive.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
Come on, man. Hold on, look, watch this. Look.
Ooh. The Bills suffer some big loss. Von Miller. Wow. He had exploratory surgery, and they ended up repairing his ACL.
Oh, jeez.
He's out for the season.
That's a big loss for them.
That's a big loss for Buffalo. Oh, my God. Is that wrong of me? But I started to think about the Eagles.
Oh, you start thinking Super Bowl. No, it's not wrong. You're not rooting for injury. But
I'm a big, McDermott fan.
Look at this red panda.
Yeah, dude, I had no interest.
What?
Seriously,
Come on, dude.
I got nothing for. I got no love.
Dan Fritz checks in, who's back at the studio for us.
I don't care about Dan either.
She did it at the Palestra. That's how big she is. They bring her into sports history. The Palestra, the iconic Palestra.
All right. I mean, honestly,
wow, your red panda hate is just—it's disappointing.
It's not hate. I just have no interest.
Tis the holiday season, and you're anti-red panda.
That's not. How could Ty wrote in Sports Americana? I mean, come on. You guys, the halftime is not meant. I don't know.
That's to break down X's and O's halftime.
You're supposed to talk about the game.
Instead of the Super Bowl halftime show, you went the.
I hate those.
You want the Fox crew to go out on the middle of the field and be like, oh, so what have we seen out of the game so far?
Yeah, listen. I understand that's what it is, but I hate it. I'm aggressively uninterested in it.
Last year's was good.
Tyrone, God bless him, says she makes people happy. She tours the country by stacking cups.
I agree,
yeah, dude.
How's that make you happy?
It's impressive. She's on that tall of a unicycle.
She stacks a cup
on a 1 foot on a unicycle that's like 8 feet high.
That's stupid.
That's impressive.
How's that make you happy?
When she does
How's
it,
that entertaining?
I feel bad whenever
I'm
she
happy.
misses the cup. She has missed the cup before, and I had felt sadness.
I don't understand how that's interesting. What am I missing?
So are you anti? Who was the guy that would go across Veterans Stadium? Are you anti him?
No, dude, you fall to your death. No, that's something that's Are you kidding me? The Great Wallenda.
Yes. Well, that's talent.
Yeah, you're walking. Yes, that's harrowing.
Oh, so because she's not risking her life, which she could, bad fall.
Oh, stop.
Bad fall, you lay on your neck and done.
What, are you kidding me?
Oh, with her foot onto her head, that's impressive.
Okay. I mean, let's not.
I want to see you do it.
I have no interest in doing it. It's not that impressive.
What? Not that impressive.
What is it?
It's just extreme balance. It's grit.
I'm out. I got no interest.
You can't go.
I'm aggressively.
You can't go. It's not impressive.
Uninterested.
You got to go at least impressive.
In flipping cups. You're flipping a cup. Let me watch the game.
Oh, the players need a break.
I mean, seriously. Now, thanks to my man, Coach John from Penn Baseball.
Okay.
All right? John Yurkow, who's a great baseball man. What real fan likes a halftime show? Come on.
One person.
Now, there he is. He's right.
When it's Red Panda,
if you're a real fan, you can't reference halftime. That's for children.
Well, we were talking about random skills, and I said Red Panda.
Yeah, but
it's talented. I don't care about the dog that can catch a frisbee. I don't care about the dog that can dunk a basketball. The little net, the chihuahua.
No, come on. That's nonsense. Halftime show. Who cares about a halftime show? He's right.
Well, if I got 15 minutes, what do you want me to do? Sit on my phone? If I got Red Panda, I'm watching Red Panda.
Coach John. I got to get Coach John. Coach John should. He's the man. You want Red Panda? Go to Cirque du Soleil.
Well, I'm not going to Cirque du Soleil.
That's what he says.
It's for my 15 minutes in between.
And can I tell you, the worst 2 hours of my life.
Yeah, I'm never going to go to that.
Was spent at Cirque du Soleil.
Well, I'm sorry that you didn't enjoy it.
We were in L.A., Tam and I. And her cousin Mikkel, gets these tickets.
And so you have to go.
Cirque du Soleil. And I never even heard of it. I mean, this is way back in the day, right? We go to this thing. Dude, if I told you, I looked at 5 minutes into it, I'm looking at her.
Like, we're really here? You're in L.A.
And she's like, I know.
You want to go about the town?
Because she was aggressively uninterested in it, too. Like that is no appeal
Yeah, but
whatsoever.
I'm not going to Cirque du Soleil. But I got 15 minutes at halftime because the guys need to take their breather in the locker room. And if I got Red Panda, I'm going to watch Red Panda.
Why don't you just look at the halftime box score?
I got that on the screen in front of me.
Okay, well, dissect it.
Okay.
You worried about flipping cups?
I need more out of Joe here. I'm looking at his box score. He's 6 out of 7. I need more out of him.
Speaking of Joe, I got to bring this up.
Yes, you do.
I really do. There is a lot of Joe. I don't know if it's fatigue. I don't think it's hate. I don't want to believe it's hate. But I got to ask you guys a question. When it comes to Embiid, he's done nothing but say how much he loves it here.
Yes. Like he wants to win here.
He's done nothing.
A house in Margate.
But embrace Philadelphia. How come he doesn't get the love? I hear, oh, he mopes. Oh, well, so what? He's also a great player. Like a great player. And, he's not like he's got to coach the team. Like he can coach. It's his fault because he coaches the team too. I mean, Joel is a tremendous talent, and he loves Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have some theories that we can discuss, but
I don't understand it. Like I don't understand the Red Panda.
Oh, dude, Red Panda's great.
I'll go there to eat the Red Panda. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Give me a soup dumpling.
Your Red Panda hate is just, it's very disappointing.
I don't even know. I never even thought about it until you brought it up 3 seconds ago. All right, coming up, we're going to go our man, Kevin the Gandhi, and I want to get your phone call, 610-632.
Kevin cannot come on today, but we got Sirianni next.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. 610-632-0975. The guy I love hearing is Nick Sirianni. It's coming up next. It's Cuz Radio with the Tunis. We're live at River Winds Restaurant right here on the water in West Effort. Beautiful spot. And I got to ask you guys, we'll get back to the phones as well, because I got to ask you guys about this Embiid stuff. I think, I question, I'm wondering why we have this kind of vibe going on. All right. Hey, guys, look, it's Christmas. Give her the next best thing to wearing nothing at all. That's right, silky, naturally nude pajamas from pajamagram.com. Sensuous and smooth. Naturally nude pajamas feel like her soft skin. Even more alluring than lingerie. The texture, the touch of these pajamas, you're going to love them. You both will love them. You'll love the feel of them. She'll love the feel of them. Leave nothing to the imagination with naturally nude pajamas. She's going to love the feeling of wearing next to nothing at all. Order today at pajamagram.com, and you'll get that free naturally nude nightie. That's right, a $75 saving on a best-selling holiday gift. That's right, order today gets you a free $75 nightie. Best of all, Pajamagram does the wrapping for you, free gift packaging. You can't beat it in a year filled with the unexpected. Give her something that she can count on, but you got to order today. Yeah, you got to do it, because last year they sold out before Christmas. Here's what you do. Go to pajamagram.com right now. That's pajamagram.com. Order the naturally new pajamas and tell them Cuz sent you.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Phillies just keep getting better. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the Beast Chip Randa, of course, owner of Tonelli's Pizza Pub, the finest pizza, wings, cheesesteaks, and hoagies in the universe. The Phillies just keep on getting better. The day after they signed Trey Turner, they signed Taijuan Walker. They needed another pitcher in the rotation after losing Gibby and Zach Eflin to free agency, but we can even say that they got better bringing in Taijuan Walker, so we're excited about the Phillies. Charlie Manuel joining the Cuz earlier today. You can hear that again on 97.5thefanatic.com. Nick Sirianni speaks to the media coming up next. You can listen live right here on The Fanatic at 12:30. This update is also brought to you by Jefferson Health. You have a lot on your to-do list, but don't overlook the most important item, your health. The steps you take today are your first steps to a healthier tomorrow. Call Jefferson Health at 1-800-JEFF-NOW. That's 1-800-JEFF-NOW. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
This is Brett Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.5 The Fanatic. Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use the promo code FANATIC when using the DraftKings app.
Philadelphia Flyers at Wells Fargo Center tonight, $1.20 dog against Washington. The Capitals laying $1.40 as the road favorite, 6.5 over the total. Villanova, 13-point home favorite against Penn in a Big Five matchup at Finneran Pavilion, 139.5 the total. Villanova coming off a 70-66 win Saturday at Wells Fargo over Oklahoma. Temple with a win as a 9.5-point favorite, beating St. Joe's by 10, 70-60. Owls clinch a share of their 28th Big Five title. And Sunday, the Eagles, a 7-point road favorite at the New York Giants, total 47. 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Enter the promo code VSIN at checkout. Receive an additional $30 off. Mike Sun at 97.5 The Fanatic.
Gary Barbera's Big Finish event is a bumper-to-bumper total clearance. We got the car with the biggest, baddest, deepest December discounts. New cars up to 10 grand off. Inventory's flying, because with Barbera's 0 down and no payments for 3 whole months, you need nothing. That's why Birds coach Nick picks Barbera.
Boy, I guess. Philadelphia's Credit Connection.
Instant credit, 0 down, no payments. New cars up to 10 grand off. Hello. Gary Barbera's blowing out the bargains, along with a generous donation to the U.S. Marines Toys for Tots. Everything's included, even the kitchen sink. But if you miss it, you're walking.
Cost Barbera Care. 10K off on stock number 22C1014. While supplies last. 0 down and no payments for 90 days for well-qualified buyers on select vehicles. All offers plus tax tags and 422 doc. Expires January 2nd, 2023.
Follow that bag to Barbera's biggest ever year-end clearance, where all we do is discount Dodges, Chryslers, Rams, and Jeeps, even cheaper.
This is Coach Sirianni. Is Barbera the best?
0 down, no payments.
Boy, I guess.
Go Birds!
Hey, it's Jen Scordo. Start NFL Week 14 off with a no-sweat same-game parlay from FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge. Whether you're new to FanDuel or not, get free bets back if your Thursday night same-game parlay doesn't hit. Same-game parlays combine bets for a chance at a bigger payday, of course. Thursday night football brings the Raiders together with the Rams. I think the Rams should get the win on the money line. I do like the over on rushing yards for Josh Jacobs and the over on Derek Carr's passing yards, too. We'll see how that one plays out. Build your own or choose from one of the popular pre-built same-game parlays built for you in FanDuel's top-rated sportsbook app. However you want to play, bet the NFL on Thursday night with a no-sweat same-game parlay. Just sign up using my promo code SCORDO. That's my last name if you don't already have an account. Promo code SCORDO. If you already have an account, you're all set. Just sign in to see what you've got. And make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present PA. 3+ legs, minimum $1 bet required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Max free bet $5. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I ho hate Steven Singer.
That's cute.
So the holidays are coming and I hate to ask, but I need some ideas.
You can't go wrong with my diamond stud earrings. They are a fantastic gift.
Diamond studs? Sounds expensive.
Get this, our diamond studs grow.
What do I have to do? Water them?
No, I have a lifetime trade-in available on all diamond studs. Get what makes sense for you now, and you could always grow into a larger pair. You get 100% full trade-in.
100%? Gotta be a catch, right?
Nope, you get 100% of what you invested back, and we sell more diamond studs than any other single store in the country. So you can be confident we know what we're doing.
I think I just ran out of reasons to hate you.
Visit IHateStevenSinger.com and check out my Anita Diamond Studs. Experts are always available to help you pick out the perfect pair.
Parents, are you tired of helping put your kids' shoes on? They're squirming, watching cartoons, anything but helping. Luckily, it's Skechers to the rescue. Introducing new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Footwear you can just get your kids to step into and their shoes are on. You don't need to bend over. You don't need to sit on the floor and try to wrangle them on. Actually, you don't even have to touch them. With Skechers slip-ins, they just step in and go. Plus, they're so easy, they could be the first shoes your kids can put on by themselves. And Skechers slip-ins are great for older kids, too. They're quick, easy, and fun. The secret is a unique comfort pillow in the heel that helps your child's foot slide securely into place and cradle it in comfort. Plus, they're available in all types of Skechers styles with and without laces. And most are machine washable, so you can keep them looking newer longer. Get Skechers slip-ins, the where have you been all my life shoes, for your kids or for mom and dad today. Find Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Brett Michaels, hot off the stadium tour, now brings you Party Gras 2023 with special appearances by former Journey singer Steve Augeri, Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, plus special guests Night Ranger and Jefferson Starship. Saturday, July 23rd, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Tickets on sale Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Party Gras 2023, part of the Mattress Warehouse Concert Series, produced by Live Nation.
Businesses of all types and sizes are saving money with Pico because Pico's got the financial incentives and technical expertise to help you reduce your energy use and to save cash. See how Pico's helping businesses like yours take greater control of their energy costs to improve their bottom line. Simply complete a customer survey on Pico's digital portal and an energy profile. The report will be generated for you, and this profile is going to provide specific recommendation based on your facilities, equipment, and energy use with great ways to save while either maintaining or increasing productivity.
Let's talk about the BetPARKS app, shall we? The BetPARKS app's got you covered. We were just talking about all the sports, right? There's sports everywhere. We're getting nuts, right? It's all holiday season. Well, for all the sports, make sure you got your BetPARKS app handy. All right? Like, let's take a look at BetPARKS Wednesday and all the stuff. You can look ahead to the weekend. Birds are a 7-point favorite. All they do is cover. They're just a machine. It's amazing, right? So, they got futures, too, with the Von Miller news. I don't know, just saying. It's interesting, right? So you have all this stuff that you got. College football playoffs, Michigan 8-point favorite over TCU. Georgia's 6.5-point favorite over Ohio State. That's a great game. A bowl season starts. Make sure you got your BetPARKS app for all of your sports and holiday conversion. BetPARKS.com. You go there. They have all the things. You download it at BetPARKS.com. In fact, new customers get up to $750 in risk-free in sportsbook credit if your first bet is not a winner. You got to be in PA or New Jersey. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, 12:30 across the Delaware Valley. And it is our Seven Fishes. Just met the two Debs.
It's awesome.
Deb and Deb. Hello, Deb and Deb. They're fantastic. Love it. They are great. We're just having a great conversation. They get all they go, you guys get us fired up for the birds. Speaking of the birds, here he is, Nick Sirianni.
We're hopeful for Avante this week, but we'll see how it goes. Today's a walkthrough, and then tomorrow will be a big test. And I'm just happy that we got him back out there practicing right now, and we'll take it one day at a time.
You haven't allowed yourself before to peek ahead to Super Bowl, but you do have guys in the locker room that have won it, and you brought in a couple guys who have won it, and you have a couple assistants maybe. How important is that, and do you ever kind of ask those questions of what it's like to be, to play that far ahead, or to have the type of culture in the building?
Yeah, not even a little bit am I thinking about that. Just is really all I'm thinking about is this next game. Really just how we get locked in to play this good football team that we're going to go out there and play. Now, last year when we got into the playoffs, I remember saying something like, hey, we got some guys that have had some really good experience here, with the guys that have won Super Bowls on this team, the guys who have played in AFC or NFC championships, the guys that have played in national championship games. I remember saying that before we played Tampa last year. And so when that time comes, maybe I'll think through that. But, every game's a big game. And to have guys that are sitting in this, in these seats out here that are, have played in big games, that's huge, right? So this is a division, right? We know how awesome the division rivalries are here in with New York and Dallas and Washington, and just happy to be part of that. And so I'm glad we got guys in this building that know what it's like to be in big division, rivalry games, because that's the next one. And so I know we got a really good team that we're about to play this week, and we're gonna have to be on it to go out there and get a victory.
How did James Bradbury and Darius Slade kind of like complement each other at cornerback and enable you guys to do like different things?
Yeah, I think it's just that you don't have the compliment is that you're just like, hey, we're going to attack this guy. Well, you can't. You're going to attack this guy. If you think like, hey, we're going to attack the guy that's the weak link, we don't have a weak link. And those guys are playing strong football, and they're both really good players. And, James was our player of the week this past week against Tennessee. He had a great game. And just... it's they complement each other well, because it's just like there's not one side you can go and pick on, and they're just James has just been awesome, and Slade's been awesome. Not only getting taking the ball away, but denying the football, right? And just they're both intelligent players, both highly skilled players, and so that's one of the first things you think about in offense. What corner can I go at? What defensive end do I have to protect against? Right? You think about those things, and I'm just glad we're deep at those positions, and they really complement each other well in that matter.
Jalen won Player of the Week, second week in a row, and he's done it in such divergent ways. You've been around a lot of good quarterbacks. Have you ever been this versatile as far as your offense?
Yeah, no, he's had two really good games in a row, and like you said, John, has been really different of how he's done that, right? And so, man, I don't think so. I know Phillip wasn't running for all those yards like that, and then you talk about the good quarterbacks that have been around. Phillip was more of a pocket passer. Andrew was a little bit more of a pocket passer, but had the ability to move and get out of things, but those were two more pocket passers. Again, Andrew could do some of those things, but Jalen's just so dynamic as far as both of the things he's doing, right? With the be able to, how many guys you guys would know the stats better than I would. Like, how many guys have actually thrown for that many yards after a game where they ran for that many yards? Like, close, setting a team record in rushing yards, and then coming out and doing it. So it's pretty special, and it's obviously you love that as a coach to be able to work it both ways, because you saw the effect it had on the defense. Without getting too much into it, like, there was a major effect. The way he ran the week before had a major effect on how the Titans played us. A major effect. So, and now that the teams are going to have to look at that as well. How the Titans played us, and so. And how we played against them. So it really helps you as a coach. It helps the entire team, obviously, when he's doing the things he's doing like that.
Not sure if you saw, but there was a report linking you guys to Odell Beckham. Just wanted to see about if anything is there.
Yeah, really happy with the room that we have. One of the best wideout rooms. The best wideout room I've ever been a part of in the NFL. And we've had some, we've had some good ones, and this is the best one we've had. And so I love what. Obviously, everybody knows what AJ and Devontae are doing, right? And so, and then you have Quez, who's continuing to come on and continuing to make plays and continuing to be that big, speed receiver that we need. And then you have Zach Pascal, who is very critical to a team. The type of play he brings. And your fourth has to be a special teams contributor, which Zach is, and he's got to be willing to do the dirty work and be able to back up every single position, which he does, and do some have a specialty role which he does too. Have that, and then your fifth guy better play special teams, and our fifth guy is our returner, who had a really had his best game as a professional last week, and so I'm really excited about that room, and I'll let you leave it at that.
Say no signing.
At this time last year, you spoke about having the team peak late in the year. When you're 11-1,
Is there another gear to hit? How do you get the team?
Yeah, of course. We think we are always. You always have room to get better and get better and get better and get better, and that's what we're striving. That's why we're trying like crazy to stay in the moment and how we get better today to put ourselves in 1-0 this week. And so you always can get your detail better. You always can do something a little bit better. And so that's what we're on them about. Like, hey, these things that we're doing are really well, but we got to clean up these things. And so that's the constant thing you're trying to do as a coach and you're trying to do as a player is just improve. And when you live by that every day, then hopefully you do this the entire year until you don't, and you're not practicing anymore, right? And so, that's just our, I don't want to say like, but that it's just the way we go about business here. And so there's nobody that's content with anything because we haven't done anything yet. All right. And so our job is to get ready and go win this game this week and forget about what's happened in the past. And we're going out there to play a good opponent this week. And how do we win that game?
Fletcher Cox has had a sack in each of the last 2 games, Fletcher. And he alluded to having a nagging injury that he was kind of fighting through. Are we seeing now a healthy Fletcher Cox? And how much of an impact has Sue and Joseph made in terms of reducing his snaps a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, you want to be as fresh as you can at those positions, right? And just keep a wave of guys coming at them. And we're as you know, we're really deep at that position. That's huge, right? And you've seen how good our defense has played these last couple weeks and really throughout the whole season. I mean, if you look, the body of work of the entire season has been really good. Fletch. Making plays, obviously, in this city, that's what he does, right? He just makes plays, and when the defense is going because Fletch is doing what he's doing, that's a really good thing. And I feel like that's the last couple games has been like, hey, the defense, the playmaking has been running through him, right? And that's what you want out of your captain on the team is that it's running through him. He's making plays, and everybody's feeding off of that because he is a dominant football player, and he's been a dominant football player in this league for a long time. And everything on D-line can't always be judged on stats, and I know that we do that at times, and that's just the way it is. But he changes the game, and I would say when we're showing the tape today, out of the 10 plays I showed of just the defense to the team, 3 of them were in, 3 of the good ones were impacted because of what Fletch did. Maybe not he didn't make the play, but what he did by knocking back the guard or knocking back the end or knocking back the tight end, the tackle or the tight end. And so I just think that he's continuing to play good football. I wouldn't say he's just been playing good football, and now he's getting some stats that go along with it. Really smart play by him. I think what you saw on the sack, like first of all, you saw the extreme hustle that he plays with every time we put up our all hustle team for the week. Fletch is on it, which is saying a lot about the man's character and the way he goes and goes about his business. And so if you look at that play where he had the sack on Tannehill, he not only gets out of the stack and runs down a very mobile quarterback, but then he wraps him up for a 3 or 4 yard loss on a 3rd down. And then where guys have this tendency to carry that body weight into them onto the sideline, Fletch has the ability to say, I got the sack, I'm going to pull myself. That's really hard what he did. Pull myself off of Tannehill. The sack's already done, and now I don't get a late hit, and we get the ball back. And so I just since I've been here, I've seen him do that over and over again, and through different ways, right? And not always is it on the stat sheet, but it's always felt. And I love that he's on this team. I love that he's one of our captains, and he's playing good football.
2 more guys? You have an all hustle team?
Yeah, I mean it's not exactly labeled that. It's called something a little bit different, but it just shows who's going out there and ripping it on defense. It's Gannon and the defensive staff put it together. It's something we've done for a long time. We did it in Indianapolis as well. It's just like, hey, who's getting to the football essentially, on backsides, all different thing. It's not called all hustle team. I thought that was the easiest way to say it to you guys.
Really?
Having a pretty successful season here, especially under head coach Brian Dable. You have been in his shoes very recently. How impressive is that coach to coach that he's been able to really turn the team around his first season there?
Yeah, no surprise. Brian's one of I think you guys know this, Brian's one of my biggest mentors. As far as what he taught me, I wish I had more time with Brian. It's in just the year that we had. And it was when you go 2-14 and one of your biggest mentors is one of the guys on the staff from that 2-14 team, he's teaching me a lot in that sense. So a lot of my development as a coach came from him. And so no surprise that the Giants are playing the way they are because I know how good of a coach Brian Daboll is. And I'd be lying if I knew that he was picking, I don't know if he was picking between Miami or the Giants, but I know there was that talk that he could go to Miami and Giants. And I wanted him to go over there to Miami because I just know how good of a coach he is. He's phenomenal. And so he's done a great job. He's done a great job. His team's, his team plays sound. They win tight games. They don't screw it up, he's got those guys playing well, and they got good players over there. And so him and Coach Martindale, I think that they're really good coaches, and and they got him playing sound football, and so I'm not surprised.
All right, thanks, Coach. Nick, what's it called?
There he is.
All right, there's Nick. Come on, guys. How about how about our boy back there?
Yeah, the all hustle team.
What's wrong with that?
No, he said that's not what it's called.
He was
though.
trying to
So I called
it
it
to
the
you
dog mentality squad, and then Fritzy back at the studio goes the flower squad.
Yeah, I thought that was out of line by the Fritzy. Right away, I wants to take a shot.
Nicky,
he wants to take a shot.
Enough of your love, babe.
take a shot, man. What are you doing, Fritz? Can't take a shot at my man Nick. Couple things. One, the Odell Beckham. Did you see the story about Beckham? Interesting, because he spent 2 days in Dallas.
Yeah, and they're still not 100% sold.
Yeah, well, he had, in case you missed it, Odell Beckham was in Dallas for a couple days. In fact, he went to the Mavericks game last night with a bunch of guys. Micah Parsons was one, a couple other dudes. But he had, after being examined by the doctor, the physical, they believe, according to his source, Ed Werder, reporter for ESPN, said that it might just be a signing for 2023, and he may not be able to go.
Yeah, I mean, go Birds. That's good. Not that I'm terrified of Odell Beckham Jr., but
no, but listen, I thought the same thing. I go, all along I kept thinking he's going to be in Dallas, that bastard, right? And you said whatever you want. And Gallup is good, and obviously C.D. Lamb's terrific.
Right.
But you add Beckham to that mix with those two guys, that's formidable.
Yeah, no, it is.
So the fact that they were like, he may not be able to contribute until 2023 is a big deal.
Yeah, it's good for the Birds, man.
And then it's very good for the Birds.
Devontae Max would lock him down though in that slot.
And then the other news that came out of San Francisco. Did you see this? That Jimmy G may be back.
What?
Yes, that he did not suffer a Liz Frank injury, and that he may be
3 days later.
He may be back by the divisional round.
Okay.
Right now they're looking at 6 to 7 weeks.
Okay. All right.
And they said that he could be back for the divisional round of the playoffs.
All right. That's a long time.
Well, that's kind of what I thought the same thing. I go.
By the way, you shocked that they didn't even put a claim in for Baker?
Well, I don't think they didn't get to him, right?
Nobody claimed. The only team that put a claim in was the Rams. Tom Pelissaro reported that, I think it was yesterday. The only team that put a claim in for Baker
I
was
just
the
thought
Rams.
because it was...
No, not a single other team.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Like, he's done at this point.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I'm surprised that they didn't put a claim in. They don't get to him, obviously. He goes to the Rams first, but not a single other team.
Huh. Yeah, no, well, I guess they're looking at this thing with
Brock Purdy and then
I know
Jimmy G in the playoffs.
They signed Josh Johnson, who's the career backup, but Purdy, I mean, listen, pretty small, dude.
Yeah.
I watched that game. I watched it. I had the package, and I watched the game.
Yeah, me too.
And was that game on the regular?
No, but I was red zone.
Yeah, because I watched the game, so I was watching him. I'm like,
they showed a lot of them.
Dude, I mean, listen, he played well.
He got the ball out quick. All that kind of stuff.
But listen, you could see he's skittish.
Yeah, he's the last pick of the draft for a reason.
I mean, he's small.
Yeah. I'm not worried about Purdy. That's just the guy they're going to go with until they get to Jimmy G, if he comes back or not.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's all about it's all taking form right now.
Yeah, it's working out for the Birds a lot.
And listen, Von Miller, that's a monster loss for the Bills.
Yeah, it is. And look, we've seen the Bills have not been, ever since Josh Allen suffered the elbow injury. They're still a great team. Don't get me wrong, but they're losing a little bit right now. So, I mean, there's no team that's a juggernaut at this point. Chiefs aren't even a juggernaut. They just lost to the Bengals. There's still teams that you're going to be.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird about the Chiefs is, I mean, they're really good. They're really good.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Tyreek Hill thing.
That was a big.
That's
deal
a
for
huge loss for them, man. They're not the same.
You saw what he did for Tua.
Right, they're not the same. They don't have the same fright meter. They're still great. And they still have a terrific, Kelsey's dangerous and the whole thing. But they're, with Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, and Mahomes, I mean, they were frightening.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a different team. I saw, again, I was watching the red zone. Mahomes had Scantling twice, and Scantling dropped 2 passes, right? For touchdowns that Tyreek Hill isn't dropping, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a big change for them. By the way, I got to give a quick yo.
Yeah, I got to yo too.
Okay, so my man Matt, who's over there by the window, if you want to wave to him.
Yo, Matt,
back there.
What's up, brother?
He just comes over with a plastic bag with his shirt in it, and it's crazy that
the Lithuanian tie-dye. Wow!
But he's had it, so he actually donated in '92. So I appreciate Matt for doing this, obviously, because that's near and dear to my heart.
But with the skeleton and all.
So he made the donation in '92 with the Grateful Dead.
That's dynamite,
Because he's a deadhead. So he said, when I saw the Grateful
Dead. You're a deadhead? Are you a Lithuanian too?
No, but he's a deadhead. He goes, I can get behind the Dead. They're supporting this country. So he made the donation in '92. He's had this shirt forever.
Wow.
And he heard us talking about him last week because we were talking about Team USA and Country Pride.
That's a cool shirt.
And he said, if I run into you, I'll have the shirt. And here it is.
Dude,
so thank you, Matt. I appreciate it,
Matt, strong shirt, man.
But it's just so funny.
Dynamite.
He's had this, right? And
That's
we're talking about it,
fantastic.
so he brings it over. So I'm very fortunate.
All right, here's the deal. We got lots to do. I got another yo, too. Does he know? Fritzy know? He likes to run his mouth.
Hey, cuz.
Against Nick.
Hey.
I mean, really. How about he figures out how to play yo?
Barry, too.
How about he figures out how to play yo?
Merry Xmas. Yo, yo, yo.
Thank you, Tunis. It's right here, Debbie, who we give a yo to Debbie, who listens all the time. And she's got a dress shop, Right Fit Dresses, in Washington Township.
That's nice.
She does the prom and wedding dresses.
That's big.
Isn't that nice, Deb? Good job. That's fantastic. All right, we are live. Well, people are starting to fill in here.
Because we got a yo.
There you go. You're only a little late there, Fritzy. Too busy with your smart Alec.
I give a yo to Dan Fritz back in the studio, keeping us on air.
You give a yo to Dan. We are live at the Riverwinds restaurant.
He's a fellow Red Panda fan.
Right. Now, that would interest me if the Fritzy would be
on the unicycle
stacking cups. We're live at the Riverwinds restaurant. The fog is starting to dissipate.
I can see that boat better. And the trees.
Right? It's starting to dissipate, and we can see the river, can see the water. What a spot here at the Riverwinds restaurant. Feast of the Seven Fishes as we hang out. And
Philly goat.
We got lots to do here, all right? Lots to do. My man Vince from Philly Sports Trips here.
Yes, he is.
We got to talk to Vince coming up because he's got a couple big trips coming up. He's doing a great job. And we have our spring tree. We had Charlie on talking about it. Listen, it's time to get goated. That's right, Philadelphia. Get goated, phillygoat.com. the world's greatest online store for all things Philadelphia. Philadelphia sports apparel, Philadelphia sayings, I mean, you name it. Don't settle for the same old merch everyone else wears. You deserve better. So go to phillygoat.com and wear your Philadelphia pride on your sleeve, literally. That's right. Whether you love the birds, fighting, water ice, scrapple, soft pretzels, they got something for you. Notice I'm not going to say enjoy. They got something for you over at phillygoat.com. We got to rest that word. It needs to break, T-O. So head to phillygoat.com. Use code FANATIC, 15% off everything. Philly Goat started by three brothers from Duck. I love these guys. Pat, Ryan, Brett. All right? So they are all in on the brotherly love deal. This holiday season, don't let people think you're from Dallas. Go to phillygoat.com. Use code FANATIC for 15% off. It's time to ditch the same old merch everyone else wears. Wear what Philadelphia's all about. phillygoat.com.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Birds getting set. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to us by, I got to open this John up, man. Here it is, Timeout on Pine. Don't miss Jamie Lynch, Bob Cooney, and Pat Egan before every away game live from Timeout on Pine.
I got to open his mother father up.
This football season, visit timeoutpa.com for details. Eagles getting set to take on the Giants this week. You just heard from head coach Nick Sirianni. He named Fletcher Cox the hustle player of the week. So that's exciting. But the team opened up the 21-day practice window for Avonte Maddox, so we could see him this week. Of course, Sirianni said they'll see how he does during practice leading up to the game. And, of course, the Phillies are on everybody's mind after they signed Trey Turner. A day later, they signed Taijuan Walker to a 4-year deal. So we're fired up for the Phillies, as is Charlie Manuel. You heard him on with the Cuz earlier today. You can hear that again on 97.5thefanatic.com. This update is also brought to you by the Empire State Building. Find out why the reimagined Empire State Building Observatory was voted America's #1 attraction by travelers on TripAdvisor. Get your tickets at empirestatebuilding.com/radio. Open daily, reservations required. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Jen Scordo. Now's the perfect time to download FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sports book. New customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back if your first bet doesn't win. Just sign up using my promo code SCORDO. That's my last name. Not only are there a ton of things to bet on right now, there are a ton of ways to bet on the FanDuel app. Money lines, spreads, player props, same-game parlays. You've got pro football, college football, tennis, soccer, golf, hockey, basketball. It is a rich time for sports betting right now. And how about live betting? You can get updated odds on games that have already started. Most importantly, with FanDuel, you get paid when you win super fast. It's all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Sign up using my promo code SCORDO for a no-sweat first bet. That's promo code SCORDO. And make every moment more this season with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present. PA first online real money wager only. Refund issued is non-withdrawable free bets and expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Attention business owners. Imagine getting up to $26,000 per employee sent to you directly by the U.S. government. All businesses during COVID could be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee through a CARES Act program. The fact is, all types of businesses, profit or nonprofit, are eligible. There is absolutely no cost to check your eligibility today. ERTC.com is the nation's leading company specializing in employee retention tax credits. Here is a real testimonial from an ERTC client.
We've got some good news. You're going to get $488,000 as a tax refund, which is not a loan, and you can use that in whatever way you'd like to.
Visit ERTC.com today, and in less than 5 minutes, our proprietary rebate calculator will show you how much money you could receive. Act now before the program closes or funds run out. Visit ERTC.com today. That's ERTC.com.
Window Nation is spreading holiday cheer with 0% interest for 5 full years. So inflation's escalating, costs are going up, rates are rising, and Window Nation is going to save you thousands with 60 months of no interest payments. And that's in addition to Window Nation's amazing buy 2, get 2 free savings. You get both if you call Window Nation now. We're facing the highest energy costs in over 25 years. Your bill could be as much as 28% more than it was last year. So why don't you cut your energy use by up to 30%? And increase your home's value. Make 0 interest payments for 5 full years. Plus, get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy with no limit. Window Nation's precision installation, they're going to lock out the cold and keep your energy bills lower. And with no interest for 60 months, you're going to have extra cash for your holiday shopping. So call Window Nation today at 866-90Nation or go online to windownation.com. Get no interest for 5 full years and 2 windows free for every 2 that you buy. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com.
Hey, Sixer fans, it's Matt Cord for the BetPARKS app, the official winning partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. The BetPARKS app is fun to use, built around on what you want right from your phone. It's easy to sign up, great customer service, and faster to win than ever before. Download the BetPARKS app today. The BetPARKS app, the official winning partner of your Philadelphia 76ers.
See website for terms and conditions. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
BetPARKS is all about football. The BetPARKS Sportsbook app hooks you up every weekend with special promos on college football Saturdays and pro football Sundays. Every Saturday, BetPARKS offers a special half the spread promo on one select college football game, and they cut the spread in half at the same odds. Every Sunday, BetPARKS presents the double the spread promo on one select pro football game and doubles the spread at the same odds. Check out details at the BetPARKS app, at BetPARKS on Twitter, or BetPARKS.com. Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation and discreet shipping if prescribed. You'll love your results. To start your free online visit, go to 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/JOY.
97.5 The Fanatic is on a Philadelphia Flyers ticket tour presented by Coors Light. Win Flyers swag and tickets every 20 minutes, including premium seats in the Coors Light Flyers Chill Zone. Join the Fanatic at the Clubhouse Bar and Grill this Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. 501 South State Street in Newtown. Stay to watch the Flyers take on the Golden Knights. Enjoy great food and cold Coors Light. You must be 21 to win. For details, visit the events page on 975thefanatic.com. Coors Light, fueled by Philadelphia.
Worried about holiday shopping this year? Don't be. You can mark off every name on your list with just one trip to the Berlin Farmers Market. Shop more than 75 local businesses, offering a great selection of toys, sports, jewelry, clothes, video games, electronics, candy, sweets, and so much more, all under one roof. The Berlin Farmers Market is decorated for the holidays with Santa, the Grinch, and elves visiting, and open every day from December 1st through Christmas Eve. For hours, info, directions, and more, visit BerlinFarmersMarket.com.
All right, let me tell you about my guys over at Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged. It's engagement season. It's like NFL season, right? Or, NBA season. We got engagement season. Engagement season runs from, let's think, Halloween, right, through Thanksgiving, and then it gets heats up, right? Because you have the Christmas holidays, you got New Year's, and a lot of people get engaged. So you got to get to know Golden Nugget Jewelers. It runs through Valentine's Day. It's like the Super Bowl of engagement rings. So you check it out. Engagement, you got to go see your own at Golden Nugget Jewelers. Listen, the beauty of what your own has, he's got the largest selection of certified diamonds. He has the settings, the Corey Viraggio, the designers to make this ring fabulous. I've seen his work. It's amazing over and over again. I was there recently, saw the guys getting engaged. They'll work with you. They have financing plans. This is the perfect thing for you. All right, if you're thinking about getting engaged, go to Golden Nugget Jewelers, right in the heart of Center City, Jewelers Row, 8th and Chestnut. Get to know Golden Nugget Jewelers. GoldenNuggetJewelry.com is the website, and tell them Cuss sent you.
Let's go! WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, welcome back. Yes, we are here at the fabulous River Winds Restaurant in West Deptford, right on the river, right on the water. The Delaware River is right here. Fog subsiding a little bit on a very festive afternoon, the day of our Feast of the Seven Fishes. So just to recap, because we've had a bunch of guests and the whole thing, we had Nick Sirianni and everything else. So what we are doing is you got a couple things. One, I want you to, we're doing traditions because of our Feast of Seven Fishes. And we're celebrating the Phillies, Taijuan Walker to go with Trey Turner. And all of a sudden, you know what's interesting is that we had a couple callers and they were like, well, is it World Series or bust? And I always think baseball is different. Like, you know, it's almost easier to know in football if you escape injury that you got a real shot.
Right.
Like, I'll go back to in 2004, like that season, we knew the Eagles. You asked about it because we did some TO stuff.
In the vault, yeah.
We knew that the Eagles were going to win we were going to get to the Super Bowl. I don't know about winning it, but they were clearly the best team. When you added TO to that mix, you went, this is a Super Bowl team. Like, you knew that they were there.
Yeah.
The Sixers in 83, I'm a kid, but they 83, you knew they were the best team. They were going to get to the finals, if not win it. Baseball, I always think baseball's different.
Yeah,
like, you may not be the best team
this year.
Well, what's my point?
Prime example. The Phils not snuck in, but they leaked in, and they're 2 outs in the ninth inning.
Right.
Down 2-0.
Right.
And they put up a 6 spot, which changed everything.
I mean, that's kind of my point, which is when people go, well, is it World Series or bust? Well, listen, it doesn't really work that way. Are you a real contender? Are you a World Series contender? And the answer is yes. And then you got to see what happens. Who's hot, what you got going on.
But the beauty is they're a contender now
baseball.
for years.
Well, that's it.
They make the move. They're World Series contenders for the next couple of seasons, which is awesome. We haven't even talked about they signed Matt Strahm too, the lefty, which was a good move. I know 2 years ago he had a down year, but basically what a lot of people are pointing out to, I think Brad Hand had a very good year. Unfortunately, he got hurt and he wasn't the same come playoff time. But people are looking at it this way, which they should. You go from Brad Hand to Matt Strahm, which is an improvement. You go from Gene Segura, who I liked, but Segura to Trey Turner, not even a question. And you went from Gibby to Taijuan Walker. Like, each person that they've lost,
they got upgraded.
They've upgraded.
Yeah, big time.
Which is just like, that doesn't happen that often.
Big time.
Where you lose and look, Gibby's not a key player, but the other guys were key players.
Yeah.
So you go, all right, this is great.
It is. You get a little wine action.
Oh, that's
little
nice.
Baroni Feeney wine.
I love the Baroni Feeney wine.
Right?
Great.
It's perfect. Can't beat the Baroni Feeney wine.
Cheers. I guess that's for me.
Yeah, it's for you. Cheers.
Boom.
We love it. All right. We'll do our fishes.
That's a good wine.
It's delicious.
And I've told you before, I'm not a fan of wine, but this wine is delicious.
Yeah, it's true.
It's really good. And I'm not saying it for radio purposes.
No. It's legit. All right, let's get back to the phone line. 610-632-0975. Here's the docket. We got Phillies, all right? Obviously the Eagles. Now with the landscape. I kind of gave you the landscape. Odell doesn't look like he's going to be ready. Jimmy G could come back for the divisional round of the playoffs. Von Miller out for the year with Buffalo. That's a monster deal. And then the other thing, we brought up the Sixers, and I want to get a discussion going because it feels like we're over it. And I can't do it, man. I can't just punt on the season. I got to at least see Harden kind of, getting his sea legs back when Maxey comes back. I got to watch this team play together.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I kind of brought this up on Saturday with Pat, and I'd love to ask you about it. I love this team. And I'm not talking about the franchise. Like, I actually like the players. We were fired up. You bring in P.J. Tucker and Daniel House and D'Anthony Melton. Like, you bring in players that you needed. You desperately needed toughness on this team. You needed bench. You needed wing defending. Like, what Daryl Morey did was perfect this offseason for this team, what they needed. But from a true NBA X's and O's standpoint, I have to ask you, does it really work when, what is Maxey's role? And I brought up the Warriors. Now, the Warriors probably not a great example because they won 72 games, but it was like, all right, Steph was your point guard. Durant could do anything. Klay Thompson, you knew.
Well, interestingly,
Klay Thompson's getting an off-ball screen. You're going to hit an open three with him.
Well, interestingly, though, listen, they were a perfect team, right?
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
You had a perfect backcourt, but now they add Jordan Poole.
Right.
Who, by the way,
hell of a ball player.
Now you have to get him.
Yeah. He's a hell of a ball player.
Right, and you have to get him his time, his minutes, and his look. So,
but my question is, Harden's your point guard, but he likes to play that slow half-court kind of game, as does Joel Embiid. Then Maxey doesn't thrive in that. He's a hell of a ball player. Maxey's going to get his. He can hit an open three. He shoots 40% from the field, or from the three-point line. Like, he's a great shooter. But I just don't it's not like Klay Thompson doesn't have to dribble a basketball.
The difficult piece of it is, you're right.
I don't know what the role is. And it's starting to kind of
the problem with the role. I talked about this earlier, which is why I kept saying about bringing them off the bench.
Yes.
But here's the problem with the Sixers is they don't fit. Nobody fits on that team.
Right.
No, Harden and Embiid fit. All right? But Tobias doesn't fit. Not with Tucker.
Right.
Tobias the 4. He can't play 3 in this league. He's not. It's different. And you need a stretch. Right? Tucker really isn't a stretch 4.
Yeah, he hits his corner threes, which is impressive.
Yeah, but
he's also lost a bit, the injury.
Yeah, dude, he'll hit one. It's not like he's money.
Yeah.
It's not like you go, I know I can count on, 3 threes a game. He's not that guy anymore, and that's what it is. So you have those issues, right? And then you got the Maxey issue because Maxey wants to run.
Yeah.
Maxey needs to run. Maxey needs to move. So that's a problem.
Yeah.
So, it's funny because I asked Doc that question.
Right.
About Maxey and about fitting and the whole thing. And he's like, we love Maxey because we want Maxey to leak out and get easy baskets.
Right. But then, my thing is, okay, that's great and all, but when it comes to when the game slows down, come playoff time, when it slows down, Maxey's a great three-point shooter, but is he a guy that you're running off ball, you get him an open look? Does the Harden and Embiid thing work in the end when they both kind of need the ball in their hands? It worked with the Warriors and again, I don't want to use them as an example because they won 72 games. They won the most games.
They're a different team because, again, when you start the team with Harden and Embiid, that's what your identity needs to be.
Right.
Which is why Maxey needs to be on the bench and come off the bench and still play 35 minutes.
You're not even doing the simple pick and roll because I know they do it at times, but that's not Embiid's game.
Well, dude, and the other issue is, Melton is a good little piece.
Yes.
Right? So you could you could shoehorn Melton in anywhere. But, I mean, honestly, we talk about Doc, can Doc, figure it out,
right?
It sometimes it goes beyond Doc, where this is a difficult team in the way it's put together.
And I like the players, right? And I like what they went out and got. But clearly you're missing something.
Plus,
or it doesn't fit
the other issue is I don't know what Tucker. I mean, look at I just don't know what he's got left.
Yeah.
I mean, really. I mean, he's signed a 3-year deal. I like the idea of having a tough. He's tough, the whole thing. But, dude,
hopefully, he comes to life playoff time, giving you those offensive rebounds, which is that's how he killed you last year. Like, P.J. Tucker was part of the reason why you lost that series. He killed you, grabbing all those boards, and it wasn't even him putting up 15 points. It was just he did something that nobody on the Sixers was doing. I don't want to use he showed grit. He showed,
right.
But in the end, when all the players said that, 5 different Sixers players said we didn't have that toughness. So it's good that you brought him in, but it's kind of concerning that he has this injury.
Yes.
That we didn't really know about.
Yeah.
And then it's taking time to recover still.
Yeah. Well, which is
why I can't blame anyone who's kind of
I don't blame
like this with the Sixers.
But again, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just going, I can't do that. I need to see it together, and maybe there's a way to figure it out. That's where I'm at. And the other part of this, and I want to get to the phone lines, the other part of this is the Embiid thing. How come we got such a bad attitude toward him?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there is. People, I want to trade him. I hear it more and more and more and more. And I go, listen, all the guy does is talk about Philadelphia wanting to be here. And, I feel like we're over him. You know what I mean?
And I don't.
Hi, Josie.
I said to you this morning, you and I were on the phone, and I almost brought up the end of the relationship.
Yeah, the analogy. It was a good analogy.
Where you don't hate each other. It's just, it's not going anywhere farther.
Yeah.
And I wonder if people are getting to a mindset of, I'm not going to marry this girl. And in the basketball world, they're not going to win with them. And I think people have said that too much that they're starting to believe it. I still believe that they can win with Joel Embiid. You still believe that they can win with Joel Embiid.
I got a buddy of mine, Coach
Everybody
Paisan.
believes that Joel Embiid can win a championship.
Right. So Coach Paisan goes, listen, and I do agree with him, and he's a great basketball dude, and I agree with him that Tobias should come off the bench because he don't fit with. If you're going to start Tucker, you know what? Bring Tobias off the bench. I would bring Tobias and Maxey. Again, Maxey's playing as many minutes as I can.
Right.
But he says, listen, Steph, Tatum, the Greek Freak, Luka, they all dominate in playoffs in crunch time. And that's Embiid's biggest issue. Now, here's what I will say. He's right about stars elevating your game in the playoffs to keep it real. And I don't disagree with that. However, he's finished games, the last couple of games. He's become cleaner with the basketball.
Yep.
And I agree that that's been an issue.
But here's the other thing. I can't ignore, and unfortunately it does happen every year, it seems. I can't ignore that he had a fractured face.
Yeah.
And injuries on both hands.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he seems to get hurt at the worst time.
I know. Now, is that luck or is that...
Right.
Because people go, he's fragile.
But if you're,
a broken face.
You're taking an elbow full speed at the face, everybody's fragile.
Exactly.
That's not just Embiid.
Well, that's my point. And that's why I'm quick to defend Embiid. Because he's a tremendous talent. And if you pair him with Harden, that should be enough.
So when the coach says he doesn't close out games in the playoffs, I just think he's not ever at his best at the playoffs health-wise. It's
that's a good point.
Every year.
That's a good point.
And it just sucks that it is every year.
Because, listen, if you watch him down the stretch over the past couple weeks, he's clean.
Well, even last year, remember he hit the three against the Jazz. He had a game winner against the Raptors in one of the playoff games.
When we had Doc on, we talked about that's been his whole mission.
Yes.
His mission's been to work on a closeout shot. So that free throw line extended, right, where he rises up, that shot's going to be there.
Yep.
He can get that shot all day, and he can knock that shot down.
Yeah. I can't. I'm not there.
And as long as his only issue was turnovers, right? But he's taking care of the basketball.
Yep.
He's become clean with the ball. That's a big deal.
Yeah, he has been. But I do wonder if that's where people are at. That breakup analogy where
I sense
you're not done yet.
I know.
But you know.
Yeah, they're mentally done.
Yeah.
They're mentally out.
We'll give this a couple more months.
Yeah.
One of those kind of deals.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
No.
But I mean, I can't blame,
You love them. You don't want to hurt them.
I just want to give it some time.
Because there's no vitriol toward Embiid.
No.
Every once in a while I hear the guy, but that's
No. But I want to give him. I want to give this team. I want to give him some time to get together. to play together. Let's get Maxey back. Let's get them to play together a little bit. I agree. I think there's issues with fit, and they got to figure that out. Let's go to look at this, the Mitch, Mr. Mitch. Hello.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello,
And
Mr.
Saint
Mitch. Yes, Saint Mitch. I love it.
Good morning. How are you, gentlemen, today? You sound very vigorous in your approach to talking today. I'm getting a headache. No, I'm serious.
It's back.
If anybody can talk about the 76ers as far as your callers are concerned, I'd have to say I'm in the top 5. So since you just brought up the 76ers and the most important words you said, is there enough? And obviously we all agree that there's not enough. When you're playing the Houston Rockets, and they've won 7 games this year, and the only one you're missing out of your starting lineup is Maxey, and you can't defeat the Houston Rockets, there is a underlying problem, and I think it starts at the coach.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. As far as can the coach figure it out, the only thing I would say is the league and the regular season, and it's hard. It's first game back. Basketball, Mitch. You got to give it some time to kind of get reacquainted with each other on the floor. That's the only thing I'll say.
See, I don't agree with that. You're talking about
that's the nature of basketball.
Huh?
That's the nature of the sport.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that in the short run. I'll tell you what I mean. He was injured. Obviously, we don't always understand the extent of the injury to a player, but he was out a month. He's been out before. It's not the first time he had a sat down since
But this
he
is a
came
new
over.
team. This is new players around. You've integrated a new team. You have a new bench. You have a new starter. I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, let me ask you this. Let's say you're lucky enough that someone taps you on the shoulder and says, I want you to be the general manager of this new expansion team, and I'll pick 2 cities, St. Louis and Pittsburgh. Now you're going into the draft. You got the number 1 pick. Are you going for a big man or a point guard?
Well, it all depends on who the guy is. But am I going for Luka Doncic? Yeah, I'm going for Luka.
Or I'm going for Victor Wembanyama.
He's 7'6". He's 7'6". Who's got a handle and shoot threes?
Yeah, I'm going for him.
Yeah, I get that. But what I'm trying to get to, are you picking a big man first, or do you think a point guard is more important?
Well, obviously, again, to face the basket league, right? So the big is antiquated. The big man's antiquated. However, Embiid's not just a big. He does have, face the basket skills.
Okay.
I mean, if that's what we're talking about. I mean, obviously, I'm going to go with Luka or Giannis or a guy who faces the basket and can shoot a 3.
All right, bingo, there it is. We got the big man, and we've had the big man for a number of years. Unfortunately, he gets injured way too many times, and not only is he injured, he catches a cold way too many times. We still don't have a point guard. We still don't have the Maurice Cheeks, the guy that's out on the floor creating what needs to be created in order to get a basket.
That's hard.
Maxey's a great young, quick player, but he's not a true point guard.
No, he's not. Nobody said Maxey is a point guard. He's not. Harden's the point guard.
Are you satisfied with Harden being the
He
point
just
guard?
got back. He is. That's what he is. In this league today, you know it, Mitch. Mo Cheeks doesn't exist today.
Andre Miller.
That point guard doesn't exist.
Well, there's a lot of.
I mean, Luka Doncic is the best point guard in the league, right? And what does Luka do? He does everything. He'll score 28. He'll get you 13 dimes. He'll get you 8 boards. I mean, that's today's point guard.
Yeah, I agree. You're right there. But like I said, I love Maxey. I was concerned when they were thinking of trading him. I said to my son, That would be a big mistake on the Sixers organization if they moved Maxey out of there.
Well,
But
I mean, they weren't never going to do that. I'm with you, Mitch. Thanks, buddy, for the call. But I obviously agree. Tasty cake, Dom, looking sharp, my man. Look good. Hi, cuz. Oh, that's great. Good to see you guys. Looking good, Dommy. My man. We are live at the Riverwinds restaurant. I spy a top 5, top 10 guy. T. Will.
Oh, of course.
Let's talk some hoop, man. I'm always down for that. Mitch goes, I'm top 5. We're going to come up with the GOAT 5 callers.
See, I feel bad doing that.
I know, there's too many. We have lots of knowledgeable people.
Yeah.
T. Will's coming up as one of them. All right, 610-632-0975 is how you join us live from Riverwinds Restaurant right here.
Finally got to see a plane land. That's one of the beauties of this view is you can see the planes land at Philadelphia International. But because of the fog, I haven't been able to see one all day.
Yes.
So I finally got to see
Yes.
Made me happy.
Yes. All right, let's take a quick TO. Cuz Radio with the Tunis right here, 97.5 The Fanatic. Uncle Frank is protesting the top 5. He have official protest. Hey,
number 6, Frank.
Let me tell you about Royal Billiard and Recreation. Big announcement. The Royal Billiard Showroom is open. 515 Bethlehem Pike in Colmar, PA. Showroom is outrageous. They have everything. Oh, my God, it's incredible. 515 Bethlehem Pike in Colmar, Pennsylvania. All right, it's awesome. If you're ever going to get your man cave status up, now is the time. Get ready for that Birds playoff run and Sixer fun. Royal Billiard, pool tables, shuffleboard, ping pong, pinball, foosball, skee ball, air hockey, darts, poker tables. They got everything, man. And with Royal Billiard, you're not just buying an item. You're creating memories and joy for your family. This is Audra. She believes in the bonds, and she's got her own family, and she sees what's going on. They're celebrating 40 years. The Royal Billiard sales and service team is the best in the industry to help you choose the right products for your home. Install them with a smile. Visit the new Royal Billiard showroom on Bethlehem Pike in Colmar, PA, or at royalbilliard.com. Royal Billiard and Recreation, the Delaware Valley's ultimate game room store since 1982.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Phillies just keep getting better. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Lawn and Golf Supply Company. Lawn and Golf Supply Company in Phoenixville has you covered for snow blowers, generators, riding and zero-turn mowers. Go to lawn-golf.com for all your outdoor equipment needs. The Phillies just keep getting better. Of course, they signed Trey Turner 2 days ago, 11 years, $300 million. Yesterday, they signed Taijuan Walker, so they improved the rotation. They lose Kyle Gibson and Zach Eflin. You could say that they got better in general just by getting Walker, not only just filling the hole. So good job out of Dave Dombrowski, and the Phillies were fired up about that. And, of course, we're fired up about the Eagles. The 11-1 Eagles getting set to take on the New York Giants. We heard from Nick Sirianni earlier today. The team opened up the 21-day practice window for Avante Maddox. Hopefully he can come back. The Skip joined Anthony earlier today to talk about those Phillies. You can hear that again on 97.5thefanatic.com. This update's also brought to you by NJ Diet. Lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40-plus pounds in as little as 40 days. Start by calling today at 855-5NJ-DIET. Or visit NJDiet.com. Also by the Empire State Building. Find out why the reimagined Empire State Building Observatory was voted America's #1 attraction by travelers on TripAdvisor. Get your tickets at EmpireStateBuilding.com/radio. Open daily. Reservations required. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the Riverwinds restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. The playoffs are coming. And 97.5 The Fanatic is planning a party live from the best fan cave in Philly.
We just need to find it.
We're looking for the most awesomest, most insane, most amazing Philadelphia fan cave to broadcast live and kick off playoff weekend. Maybe it's your basement, garage, shed. As long as it's awesome, we want to see it.
Go to 975thefanatic.com for details and to get your fan cave in the running. Winner gets a live broadcast from 97.5 The Fanatic and $1,000 to spend at Royal Billiard. 97.5 The Fanatic, live from your fan cave, is presented by Royal Billiard. The new showroom is open, 515 Bethlehem Pike in Colmar, PA, or online at royalbilliard.com.
And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Window Nation is spreading holiday cheer with 0% interest for 5 full years. So inflation's escalating, costs are going up, rates are rising, and Window Nation is going to save you thousands with 60 months of no interest payments. And that's in addition to Window Nation's amazing buy 2, get 2 free savings. You get both if you call Window Nation now. We're facing the highest energy costs in over 25 years. Your bill could be as much as 28% more than it was last year. So why don't you cut your energy use by up to 30%? And increase your home's value. Make 0 interest payments for 5 full years. Plus, get 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy with no limit. Window Nation's precision installation, they're going to lock out the cold and keep your energy bills lower. And with no interest for 60 months, you're going to have extra cash for your holiday shopping. So call Window Nation today at 866-90Nation or go online to windownation.com. Get no interest for 5 full years and 2 windows free for every 2 that you buy. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com.
The Fanatic's Business of Sports is powered by Pico for Business.
If you ever wondered what the value of 8 home postseason games means, welcome Trey Turner to the Philadelphia Phillies. Boy, the Phillies cashed in over the postseason, and now they're spending, they're investing. You see, that's where the business of sports works. You make money and you spend money. John Middleton wants to win, this time the big one. Businesses of all types and sizes are saving money with Pico because Pico's got the financial incentives and technical expertise to help you reduce your energy use and to save cash. See how Pico's helping businesses like yours take greater control of their energy costs to improve their bottom line. Simply complete a customer survey on Pico's digital portal and an energy profile. The report will be generated for you, and this profile is going to provide specific recommendation based on your facilities, equipment, and energy use with great ways to save while either maintaining or increasing productivity.
Guys, 2022's been a roller coaster year, so spoil her this Christmas by giving her the next best thing to wearing nothing at all with soft, silky, naturally nude pajamas exclusively from Pajamagram. Sensuous and smooth, naturally nude pajamas feel just like her own bare skin, even more alluring than lingerie. The texture and touch of these pajamas is so seductive that you'll both love the feel of them. She'll love the feeling of wearing next to nothing at all, and you'll love the way they look. Best of all, Pajamagram does the wrapping for you with free gift packaging. Order today, and Pajamagram will also include a free matching naturally nude nightie with the purchase of naturally nude pajamas. That is free gift packaging and a free naturally nude nightie when you order today. Just go to Pajamagram.com. It's fast, easy, and delivery by Christmas is guaranteed. That's Pajamagram.com.
Guys, when you were younger, pulling a hat trick or hitting a three-pointer in the bedroom was easy. But if the only thing you're pulling now is a muscle, it's time to call Iron Mountain Men's Health. Hi, this is Dr. Avidan Appel. My team will create a custom program to treat your ED and low T that's safe, affordable, and effective. Don't get sent to the bench. Schedule your free consultation today at ironmountainmenshealth.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
Hey, it's Chip, owner of Tonelli's Pizza Pub. For 20 years now, I've been proudly serving Hatboro and Horsham the finest pizza, wings, cheesesteaks, and hoagies in the universe. Many people ask me what makes Tonelli's the finest in the universe. So why Tonelli's? Because we take the time to make it right. Our pizza dough is made 4 times a day, our sauce twice. Our burgers are fresh Angus beef, never frozen. Our chicken cheesesteaks are nothing but fresh chicken breast chopped by hand. We even take the time to slow roast our own turkey and roast beefs. When is the last time you ate turkey that had only 3 ingredients? Turkey, salt, and pepper. There has to be a reason we're so busy all the time, and trust me, it's definitely the food. Anyone can pour a beer. We also have a great atmosphere to watch a game and an amazing staff that know how to treat you right. Not only do we deliver, but we are also one of the only places with a drive-thru. So stop in today and find out for yourself why Tonelli's is and always will be the finest in the universe.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Pennzoil Platinum can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP extended life oil filter for only $38.99. Get everything you need for better fuel efficiency at any of our 6,200 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Kick it up a notch with soccer and BetRivers Sportsbook app. Featuring our new multi-game same-game parlays. Combine the excitement of multiple same-game parlays in one bet for even bigger payouts. Bet match winners, total goals, player props, and more. Add our award-winning customer service, and it's a goal! BetRivers Sportsbook app and soccer. It's a whole new game.
Must be 21 plus. Available in Pennsylvania only. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Catch Sixers game day action at Great American Pub in Conshohocken. Enjoy delicious food with $5 Modelo drafts and $20 buckets of Corona Premier bottles during all Sixers games. Great American Pub, 123 Fayette Street. Book your reservation today at thegreatamericanpub.com.
Hi, it's John Kincaid for Landis Block and Concrete. We had a vision, we had a plan, and Landis Block helped us execute it. They've got a beautiful showroom in Souderton, Pennsylvania. We chose the most gorgeous materials, and we have now created our beautiful own jaw-dropping outdoor paradise. You know you want one. You know you've got a plan in your head. Go visit landisbc.com and get some ideas in their beautiful gallery. Then call them. Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now.
All right, let me tell you about our great people over at Meineke. Yes, Judas can tell you, I had issues with my Jeep. And I called Judas, hey, where you at?
We had a nice drive to Malvern one day because of it.
Oh, dude. That's right, you and I together. Because the car was at Meineke in Glassboro. My man George was taking care of it. Dude, the worst is when I got caught up on 45. I'm in the middle of the road, and it just died. Oh, horrible. Listen, if you have issues like that, just go to Meineke, all right? Now, I'm knock on wood, it's good. Man, tell you, Meineke does it right. And right now, you can save $10 when you spend $50. Save $20 when you spend $150. Save $50 when you spend $400. Bad brakes got you breaking your personal swear jar record. Give your brakes and your budget a break with 50% off brake pads and shoes at your local Meineke Car Care Center. Meineke for tires and brakes and batteries and exhaust and you name it. Meineke doing car care right.
Now, back to the Anthony Gargano Show and the Feast of the Seven Fishes broadcast.
Live from the River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Presented by Baroni Feeney Wine.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Of course, I jump all over it because I can't wait. As
97.5 The Fanatic.
Yeah, we are live at the River Winds Restaurant, and the ballroom is filling up. It's beautiful, man. All windows looking out at the river. All the great people. Holiday cheer upon us. The great wine from Baroni Feeney Wine. The perfect choice for your holiday parties and gifts. Find it at your favorite wine and spirit store. And that would include Joe Canals, Lawrenceville, Buy Right, West Deptford, Cheers Wine and Spirits in Voorhees, Taunton Forge Liquors in Medford, and the Wine Warehouse in Sicklerville. This is a great, great wine. Baroni Feeney Wine. Fantastic. All right, I want to get T. Will up here, and then my man Vince from Philly Sports Trips here. I'm curious. I want to ask him because we got a couple big trips. Eagles begin 3 straight road games.
And
I can't believe we're here.
And they got the bus trip. I know.
Dude, part of me wants to cry.
I know. It's almost done, man.
College football's over in bowls.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Halloween. My favorite time of the year is September through Jan 2nd. I hate January, February.
You're less than a month away from Jan 2nd. I'm sorry to tell you.
I hate it. There's nothing worse than January and February. Because I love the NFL playoffs, but it means the end of the season.
Yep.
And then February blows. And then March sucks up until the end of March when you get a tournament. And April's decent because you got the baseball and the draft. And then April playoffs, the NBA hockey, and you got summer. Everything goes around sports with me.
Yeah, it's the cuz
But
calendar.
I miss my football, man. Let me get my man T. Will up here. He's a hooper. T. Will, what's happening?
My man, what's happening?
What's going on, T. Will?
Hey, listen. You talked about Sixers in your dialogue, and you struck a chord with me a little bit because right now, and Andrew made some great points in your conversation. This team is last in rebounding. They're last in second chance points. They're first in giving up second chance points. They're last in transition points. So bringing up P.J. Tucker in, who was hurt and trying to come back, and you're wishing that he crashes the board, is not happening right now. He's fighting through an injury. This team is exactly who they are. We have to look at them with our eye test. Because if you remember the team that we looked at that was in the 6th seed before the bubble happened, that's exactly who they are.
Let's hold off for 1 second. They've been off injured, right? Embiid's been in and out. The one truism of those, first of all, I can't even look at stats now because the team has been together as a whole for like 5 games. But when I look at T. Will, the only thing that makes sense is the transition because they're not a transition team. They're a deliberate team. But as far as the rebounds concerned, I mean, look, they got to get everybody in. They got to get their rolls down. Tobias can rebound. Harden helps out his boards as a guard. What's that?
How much longer are we going to wait for them to get their rolls down, Ant?
They haven't played together.
Tobias has played with Embiid and Maxey for.
He hasn't played with Tucker, and he hasn't played the 3.
And this is all part.
That's a big deal.
That leads right into my point. This is not a team and fit issue. It's a coach issue. This team is poorly coached, and this roster is poorly mismanaged. I like this team. I like this roster. I hate how Doc Rivers is using them. Can't stand it. The starting lineup needs to be broken up. The guys are not being.
I don't disagree with that, but that's my point. You got to figure that part out of it, and they all got to be healthy, and they all got to play together and figure out who belongs where. That's why you're contradicting yourself.
Let's fast forward. They're all healthy, right? What do you think they're going to do at best? With the rest of the East stacking wins when they're supposed to. And this team is fighting right now to even stay above water. So the whole
Dude, listen, I'm not arguing with it. I'm saying they got to get healthy, and then once they get healthy, you got to figure out what you got.
I want to choose that. They get healthy. They run off a couple wins. At best, where do you think you see them at?
Where? What do you mean, compared to the rest of the conference?
Yes.
I mean, obviously, Milwaukee and Boston are better than right now.
Where do you see them at come end of...
I don't know. I got to look at it. I don't have a freaking crystal ball. I got to look and watch them. I got to see them together.
So you see them together when they get healthy.
Well, and then ask me then. After I've watched them together.
Right now.
I can't extrapolate.
Because of the coach.
T-Will, you're asking me to extrapolate. I got to see it.
And you ask us to extrapolate all the time.
No, I don't. I'm telling you the story. I'm looking at them. Obviously, I think the coach it has to do a better job, too. I agree with you. I'm not arguing that point. But my point to you is I don't know what they're going to be. I know they have some talent here. I got to give that talent a chance to play together.
By the time we give this team a chance to play together, it's going to be too late.
No, it's not.
It's going to be too late.
For what?
I'm telling you.
For
it's
what?
going to be too late. They're going to be bounced out of the first round, and everyone's going to be in the uproar.
You got a bad attitude. They're not playing. There's no way they're getting bounced out of the first round. Hey, home court doesn't mean balls anymore.
Right now. This coach is terrible.
Okay, that's a long cry from saying they're going to be out in the first round.
Well, because
that's insane.
Coach. All right,
no,
even
the
first round
listen,
they're first. They're not they're not an Eastern Conference championship team, man. They're not.
Okay, well, right now they're not. I don't know what they're going to be. You're asking me to extrapolate. I mean, listen, I'm not in love with Doc either. I hear you. But come on, dude. They're going to be out in the first round. I mean, if that's the case, then they all got to go. They're going to lose in the first round.
Yep. Yeah, then it'll be blow-up time.
I mean, extrapolating, you got to see it. Again, these players, it's the first time they're all together. He's rash.
Oh,
you got to get some cortisone.
But I can't blame him.
You got to get some cortisone for that rash.
I can't blame him for being rash. T. Will lives it day by day just like we do, but it's tough, man. How many years are you going to take this?
This is a new, but again, it's a new.
I know, but
it's not the same. It's a different team. Now, again, Doc Rivers, you feel like he's been here for 7 years,
right? But here's a tweet from. Here you go. This is from KP Hadley. How many times do we have to see it all together with the Sixers? Quote, have to see it all together. I love the big guy, but starting to think it's just never going to work with him.
What do you mean? But again, it's a different team.
I know, but that's I get what he's saying. Like every year it's all right, they gotta try to figure it out with Jimmy Butler. Then they trade for Tobias Harris. And now it's all right, they gotta figure out how to play with another.
But that has nothing to do with today. Today has nothing to do with yesterday. It's a different team.
But it's the same idea of all right, we gotta see how they put things together.
Okay.
So I can't blame anyone for being.
I prefaced the conversation by saying I don't want to blame anybody. However, one has nothing to do with the other. Like it doesn't change the fact because you're tired doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change the fact that you still have to see them together.
But I think people are worn out from hearing it.
Well, it's the same. But listen,
I understand when somebody goes, just figure it out already.
But it's true. You can't just figure it out.
I know. It's like I agree with both sides of the party here.
I'm not even telling. Listen, that's a construction item, is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And the fact is, they've been under construction.
Yeah, they're 95.
They're never finished.
They're 76.
Right, they're never finished.
I gotta work with road crews sitting in rush hour traffic. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do it at night.
I get your frustration, but that doesn't change the facts. And the fact is, if you look at it dispassionately and unemotionally, the fact is you still got to see them together. And home court doesn't mean anything anymore.
No.
That's why they're not going to be out in the first round.
Sixers are a prime example a couple of years ago against the Hawks.
I mean, come on. And I don't disagree with T. Will when it comes to Doc. I got issues with Doc, too.
Yeah.
But, that doesn't change anything. All right, I got my man Vince from Philly Sports Trips here. First of all, Vinny, we had Charlie on earlier because let's talk about the good things. The red and the green.
And it's good to be here, man. Thanks so much for inviting us to your event today. It's a beautiful event. Great food, great people, great wine. Charlie just messaged me, actually, so we have to do a little meeting after this to figure out what we want to do down there. Let's get into the details of spring training. But
I like send you a note.
Yeah.
Because I brought it up to him.
He's figuring out his schedule, and he wants to make sure he's there for everything we're doing. So
that's my main man.
But I want to request an actual Cuz calendar revision because March is spring training month, and that's the first thing we kind of can look forward to of next year.
Yes.
So put that on.
Well, in his defense, there was 10 years of not looking forward to spring training.
Yes.
I wasn't looking forward to the outfield of Moniak and Hazley and Roman Quinn. But now, you're right. You got to bring it back.
We got October baseball this year, and we got March spring training next year.
Yeah, dude, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. There's your partner. There's Bob.
Bob will be in the meeting, too, for sure.
Yeah.
Bob's behind the grill.
Bob always told me that spring training is a special place.
It is. He's right.
Clearwater is a special place.
Listen, Bob is a
happy place.
He's a veteran, Bob. He knows the deal.
You have no idea how excited I am. I've never been to Clearwater.
Dude, this is unbelievable. Frenchie's, Larry's. It's going to be awesome.
And this trip's been like 3 years in the making.
Yeah.
Freaking COVID and lockouts and ridiculousness.
So we'll probably make the official announcement next week, but Bob's been working on trying to get some of our people in a suite for down there for spring training. So
that's fantastic.
Stay tuned for that.
That is awesome. All right, but we got the green part of it.
Yeah.
And what are we doing? We got Giants and then Bears coming up.
Yep.
What do you got cooking at Philly Sports Trips? I want to get nuts. You know, first of all, do you believe that Tunis hates the Giants more than the Cowboys?
Tunis today with his red panda and some other stuff going on. It's a little strange.
Don't you disrespect red panda.
No, but I understand his point. They're closer, and there's a lot of hatred between the two teams. And last year, Jalen
Who do you
lost.
hate more, Vin?
I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, sure you do.
Yeah, I grew up watching the Giants win. My team kept on losing. This stinking, stupid Eli Manning was 2 Super Bowls.
All week I hear nothing.
Yeah, because Daniel
Giants
Jones. I don't give a damn about Daniel Jones.
You can hate both, all right?
Well, no,
it's the holidays.
You should hate both. I agree. But anyway.
Tunis was on our trip with 1,200 fans to Washington. This one's a little smaller. We got 250 people, 5 buses. It's going to be a blast, man. We're just copying and pasting the same trip. We got a great VIP bar, DJ, Mr. Hollis Thomas, who should be arriving here soon, will also be on the trip.
Love it.
Yeah. So Hollis heard there's some food here today, so I hope we double the order.
Yeah, well, he'll take care of it. And it was funny because, so the other thing we're going to do is in this summer, you and I, after your success of all the sports trips, we're going to take people to Italy.
It's so hard because I think I'm more excited about the Italy trip than anything we've ever done, to be really honest with you.
Nah, I mean, listen, it's going to be awesome, though.
My family's from there, and I've been to Italy 10 times, and the experience that we're working behind the scenes to make this trip better and better every day.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be incredible, and we're starting to get people signed up, and the group is growing, and the connections that we've made. We have Phil Italian here today.
Naples.
Sorrento.
I can't wait to... That Sorrento lemon is unbelievable.
Yeah.
The Naples pizza. We're going to do a pizza crawl. It's going to be unbelievable. And I loved how you named it after me. GarganoTravel.com. What is it, Gargano Travel?
I thought it made a lot of sense.
GarganoTravelGroup.com.
I mean, we look back to 2019 when you joined us in Miami on the boat cruise.
We had a great time.
And people loved it. And the way you treat people, man, it's incredible.
Well, let's do Italy, man. Because I'm on a crusade, a pizza crusade.
Yeah.
The real pizza.
KGP.
Yeah.
Yes, he knows
We're going to film this event and make sure everyone understands what a real pizza is.
That's right. All right, well, we're getting Rust out. Listen, Vin, good seeing you, buddy. Let's drink some wine.
Thanks, guys. I'm going to start now.
Everybody, we love you guys. All right? Thanks for hanging, as always. The best show ever coming your way next. We love you. We'll see you in the morning.
Fanatic Sports Update.
It's Red December. This Fanatic Update's brought to you by Timeout on Pine. Don't miss Jamie Lynch, Bob Cooney, and Pat Egan before every away game live from Timeout on Pine this football season. Visit timeoutpa.com for details. The Phillies are making waves by signing Trey Turner to an 11-year, $300 million deal, a right-handed pitcher, Taijuan Walker, to a 4-year deal worth $72 million, and left-handed relief pitcher Matt Strom to a 2-year deal worth $15 million. Otherwise, the Eagles are getting set to head north to take on the Giants at MetLife. Should find out today whether or not Avonte Maddox will be back this weekend. Kickoff at 1 p.m. Sunday. Tim McManus will join the best show ever at 4 o'clock with his mid-week Eagles report. Sixers are off until Friday when they welcome the Lakers to town, and the Flyers are back on the ice tonight as they play host to the Capitals. Hear the game right here on The Fanatic. This update's also brought to you by the Empire State Building. Find out why the reimagined Empire State Building Observatory was voted America's #1 attraction by travelers on TripAdvisor. Get your tickets at empirestatebuilding.com/radio. Open daily. Reservations required. For all the latest news and updates, keep it here. I'm Jennifer.